great big hey howdy hey to everybody out there in internet land. How is everybody doing tonight?
I'm drawing gay animals.
Yeah, DF, how are you doing?
I'm trying to pull up your video.
And everybody, I got DF and ZD here for my birthday stream tonight, and guess what? I found something funnier than 24.
25?
25! That's right, everybody. This old man's 25. This old man is feeling at least slightly alive.
Well, I'll tell you something funnier than 25.
What?
26, which is what I am.
I'm turning 26 in August.
Why am I surrounded by people a year older than me? I'm cornered on all sides. But that's not the only thing we're here to do. We're also here to take a return back to the time-traveling kid with the purple hat. We're going to be playing a little bit of Hat in Time. And in case you hadn't noticed, there's some beautiful art here in this slideshow of title cards and such by the beautiful Bella Pink Savage. Her beautiful art with me and a bunch of other pony friends from the Friday night crew. Which, give it up for the Tuesday troop, because it's Tuesday today. Tuesday,
bitch.
Tuesday,
and we are gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and cut that whole. Wait, where is the slideshow button? There we go. Slideshow's out. Hat in Time is in. Here we go.
Woo!
Let's get
You
this
do
off.
the thing.
Get it all loaded up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, someone needs to sing happy birthday in some language.
Wait, can you do it in Romanian?
I don't remember the Romanian one. I remember the Polish one.
Do it in Polish. Do it.
100 lat, nie żyje, żyje nam. 100 lat, nie żyje, żyje nam. Jest teraz, nie żyje, żyje nam. Nie żyje nam. Ooh.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Actually, that's just a general congratulatory song. It's like 100 years more, something like that.
Ah.
Do the roar.
Did the right.
All right, let's time travel. Ditto. So right back where we left off. We got all the shit. Let's see. How do I? Okay, so right, that's a dive, or it's just a crouch mechanic. This is the hat. This is switch the hat. Jump, attack. Biba doesn't seem to do anything. Alright, now let's see. What do we gotta do? We gotta find all the extra content. 'Cause I got a lot of DLC to this game, and I got my wits about me. Hello.
Do you have your wits?
Hello, evil purple man.
Yeah, the video keeps lagging, so I'm trying to catch up where you are.
Alright,
Yeah.
okay, so gotta do this before I can do anything else.
I saw a Hat in Time review sort of thing online, and like that weird purple guy. I forgot his name.
Snatcher?
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that it's not too loud.
Like he's like a
Look at mess. This is
he looks like
terrible.
something
Someone turn on all
from A
faucets
Nightmare
in
Before
Mafia
Christmas,
Town.
basically.
Yeah, he does.
Was it you, child?
Yeah.
No? Mafia think he saw
I like him.
Girl turn on all faucets.
I was thinking more.
Can you save
Were we
Town
talking about
by
that
turning off
scary
all
black
faucets?
thing?
Yeah.
If you close all,
I was thinking more of the
maybe
Phantom Blot from the old Disney.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know the Phantom Blot?
He makes a comeback in the new DuckTales.
Okay.
So So that
He's
was
also in
Okay.
the Epic. He's also in the Epic Mickey video game.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay.
Basically, he's a huge, giant, shadowy ink blot.
Oh. Alright.
Yet sometimes villains are just really straightforward.
Hot, 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 hot. Here we go. Yeah, it's much toastier than usual.
Come on, kid. This is like, what? The first contract?
I just wanted to walk a tightrope.
Oh, good God.
Walking a tightrope is like the scariest thing. I gotta find a swimming pool.
I'd go on the balance.
I gotta find a source.
Yeah,
of
I'd go
water.
on the balance beam on the playground and pretend that it was a tightrope.
Oh, you were one of those kids. I was too.
My friend and I had a thing when we would count how many times we go across the balance beam.
Oh, that's right. I gotta breathe. Okay. If it's not one problem, it's another. Okay, let's see. Where's my next?
Oh, that's right. I need to do the very basic thing of living. Breathing.
What? Where is this next lava faucet? It's like it's hard enough to do this normally, but now you gotta add the fact that it's so hot outside that I gotta take a moment to chill.
Yeah. Okay, sorry if I'm that person. What's our objective here?
My objective is to turn off all the faucets spewing lava, but now the challenge has been added that it gets so hot that I have to go and cool off every once in a while.
Aha.
Okay, this is
Kind of like at the beach. You have to go in the water and then it's too cold and you have to go on the hot sand.
Oh.
Alright,
There's no happy medium.
There is no happy medium.
It's either scorching hot sand or super cold water.
what's your pleasure, honestly? That's the. Oh, jeez, no! Wait, yes! No! God! Damn it! I'm gonna burn up here if I don't do something.
I saw that one.
Come on.
Must be hard to think straight.
So for
There's no shame in
okay, I need to know. I'm very bad at platformers, so I need to know the difficulty of this game before I decide to buy it. Because that's what it's been in my wish list for forever. Because I've just been sitting here being like, okay, I suck at platformers. I don't want to buy it, and then not play it because I absolutely suck at it and can't progress because of how much I suck.
How many platformers?
But it depends on the platformer.
How many platformers have you played before?
I've played a couple platformers. The Mario ones I absolutely suck at. There was a time where I was actually kind of good at the Mario Galaxy one, but then suddenly I just started sucking at it and I don't know why.
This is certainly a fun game.
Oh, you know what? Spyro is a platformer, and I'm decent at that. So.
Well, I've never played Spyro, but I can definitely. Dadgummit.
Okay, obviously I'm not familiar with this term, but platformers like you're basically jumping on a bunch of platforms.
That's
Yes.
basically the whole idea.
Okay, I know what kind of game that is, just never heard it called that before.
It's been, I mean, this game looks really charming and cute, and I want it, but also I don't want to spend my money on it and then not play it because I suck at it. So I need to know like the difficulty of the game in order for me to decide whether or not I want to get it. Breathing is important, CD. Yes, it is.
Yeah, maybe that's why I watch gameplay before actually playing the game. Like,
now where?
or
Yeah.
find the game
Where?
rather.
Where?
Like, am I going to want this?
You know, there's more stuff in this direction. I think as long as I can reach it, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, is this a bucket of water?
Yeah, I kind of got Epic Mickey vibes.
Okay, so.
Friggin' Bella. Friggin' Bella. I always said jumping game.
Welcome to the bouncy bounce. Oh, shoot, 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 shoot. Wait, I forgot how
I
to do
think
that move.
Epic.
I forgot how to do that move.
Yeah.
Ah, no.
Oh gosh.
It's been
I know.
like literally the last time I played this was the last time I live streamed it, and that was almost what, a year ago now. So yeah, it's been a while. Yeesh.
Oh, Jeebus.
Yeah. So what am I supposed to do?
I like how they showed that your character was actually scorched there.
Okay. Another heart. That'll be good. Can I just get you to point me toward a lava thing that's nearby instead of just?
That's not. Lava's hot. Friggin' busy.
Oh, here we go. Here's something. Wait. Ah! No! Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall! Don't fall! Ah, bitch.
Yeah, of course.
Come on.
Of course, lava's hot. The only time lava was ever cold was in Spy Kids 3D.
That,
Oh, I forgot that was a
that
thing.
was a video game. Wait.
Yes, and it was a movie. they were. That was the whole premise. They were in a video game.
Okay, come on, get up on the. Yes. Good. Got to turn this one off.
Yeah, you know, when CGI plus 3D was the big thing.
First contract.
Oh god. And they did all those like annoying freaking like 3D gimmicks. Like they throw stuff at the camera and like reach out towards the camera and stuff. Oh, that was annoying.
I need some water. I need some
Yeah,
water.
and then I
It
look
was more
back at
annoying
it.
if like you bought the non 3D version and it's just
Come on, water.
and it's
Get
just,
water
and,
up here.
and
Come
it's
on.
just like a bunch of awkward like reaching towards the camera and shit and just like
Yeah, and then I realized how low
Wait,
quality
wait,
the
no,
CGI
this
was,
doesn't-
and also that Carmen wasn't in it enough. So that's probably why it was my least favorite.
oh yeah, Carmen. She was like kidnapped, right?
Ah, no.
Yeah.
Ah. Peace and tranquility now
Ugh.
available for this death wish.
Excuse me while I
What?
summon Lemon. Oh my
What?
god. No.
No one is
I'm
around
sorry.
to
What
help.
was that phrase?
What were the words that came out of your mouth?
Life is hard. Life is stressful.
No one is around to help.
Oh
What?
boy.
Can I skip this?
I know game death scenes can be brutal, but come on. now they're just being discouraging.
I don't have to prove myself to anyone. Ah. Should I make this death wish a bit easier for you? Why the hell not? Come on. This death wish is now easier. Thank you.
I'm sorry. What? I'm so
This
confused
is
right
this
now.
is basically playing this version of this level on hard mode. So the whole idea is that it's difficulty. You know, spike. That's the whole idea here.
Yay.
Look, some must be
That was weird.
All right, now let's
Yeah, blah,
Hey!
blah, blah, blah. No time
I
to
mean,
read
Bella
text.
successfully summoned Lemon.
Don't spam. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, I should probably write that sort of stuff in the description. I'm sorry, are you directing me to the water? I need to be directed to a lava fall, if you don't mind.
You know, I need to make it a habit to put my pen down every single time I try to adjust myself, because one of these days I'm gonna break my pen while adjusting myself. And these pens are expensive.
It's like a tablet pen.
It's a tablet pen.
Man, I think man, I really wish I went through some of the game earlier, otherwise, so that I. Oh man. I totally forgot all about this.
Hey, miraculous!
I think at this point I just gotta
Ooh, when I was younger, I used to draw, like whenever I drew like a profile of somebody's face,
Yeah.
like I would draw the lips like a sideways heart.
Oh yeah.
I did that, yeah. I don't do that anymore, because it looks weird. That's what I did. Wow.
Alright, up the stairs, up the stairs.
I drew
Run,
stick
run.
figures.
Ha!
I remember one character I made called Ice Cream Girl. Basically, okay, you know how like you draw buns on top of people and they just look like round circles on top of their head?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just drew a bunch of those like it was a giant ice cream cone on their head.
Hey,
Yeah,
silly.
Ice Cream Girl.
Hooray! Ice cream girl to the rescue. Hug me. Hug me. Hug me. Ah.
Looks like Team Miraculous Ladybug fan is deciding to go to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Wanna go to Disneyland?
It's like, hey Lemon, I posted my Disney bound outfit that I officially decided on doing for Disneyland on October that I posted on Instagram.
Oh, wait a minute, what are you Disney bounding as?
Yeah, well, October is going to be the Halloween time. I did go to
Yeah.
Disneyland Paris during Halloween. Man, the French really know how to do it up.
Oh. Le French.
Hmm.
Le lava. Ooh.
Yeah, the Phantom Manor they have there is pretty cool. That's their haunted mansion.
Ah. When
Yeah,
did
the
you go to
difference-
France?
The difference, they have an actual story.
Hey, come on,
Oh.
come on. Come on.
But yeah,
Oh,
most
that-
the usual effects from the dancing ghosts and everything, but they have an actual story going on.
Oh. Rather than just a bunch of stories put into one ride?
Yeah, like a full story about this this bride and her groom disappeared on the night of their wedding, and she's haunted by this phantom. And the bride shows up on numerous parts of the ride.
Oh.
Not just the attic, not just the attic.
That sounds interesting because the bride is probably my favorite part of the Disney World ride. Disney World.
Yeah, but
version.
they still have effects like Madame Leona and the singing bus and the dancing ghost.
Ooh. Yay. Like those two.
Or one change, like the floating candelabra at the end of the hall. For a second, you see it's the bride holding it.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know they do the portrait thing, but instead it's just the bride, and looks like she's on doing some fun stuff, and of course it shows something sinister under it. You can see what the portraits look like on the internet.
Damn.
Oh, Bella asks, now that I think about it, does Disneyland go all out more with Halloween or Christmas? It's hard to tell.
The answer is unfortunately yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because
they
they
put-
think.
'Cause they put the-
Remember
'cause they
Remember
put
when
their
Katie and
neck-
Will got married? Yeah, when Katie and Will got
I
married.
wasn't there, so I
Oh.
wouldn't know.
Okay, well,
I saw the video.
sorry.
That's fine.
I was kind of responsible for them getting together, so yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god!
but the point-
Oh my god! Remember when you briefly was like, "Hey, I'm not doing daughter Discord." You were nearly
Oh,
the
come
reason
on.
for them not
knew-
meeting.
Yes. Oh my gosh! Imagine a whole alternate universe. Oh, you died.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
A whole alternate universe where you went through with not going, when you went through with not doing daughter Discord.
Two people
Oh,
wouldn't have
God.
found each other in a sea of of voice actors.
Damn.
Anyway, the point is, I was in California. I went to Disneyland for a day, and of course, they were dressed up for Halloween. And I think we were talking about this, that even in Halloween, they already have it dressed up for Nightmare Before Christmas, the Haunted Mansion.
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember the Halloween in Paris a lot better though. Like we were allowed to dress up in Halloween costumes, I guess, provided that they weren't entirely like the Disney characters. We had a huge Halloween parade, and then a party, and Maleficent was speaking in French. A lot of the villains were
that's gotta
singing
be
in
spooky.
French.
Oh,
Well, at
that
least they were
actually
singing
sounds
like
really sexy.
you know, the villains were pretty much crashing Minnie's Halloween party, and Stitch was there too, for some reason. But yeah, and well, it helped knowing all the villain songs that I could follow along. My French is not perfect.
Any more questions?
Of course, Gaston singing in French makes perfect sense since they are in France.
Yeah.
And,
I need to look up.
And Frollo too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Hellfire in
a
French.
lot
I
of-
need to look that up. I need to look that up.
You know, Disney has a lot of movies that take place in France.
Surprising number, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
got-
they.
You got.
Oh yeah.
You got.
They had a huge Ratatouille thing going on
Yeah,
because it had just come
Ratatouille.
out.
Ratatouille, Beauty and the Beast, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Cinderella, they don't talk about it, but the fact that, you know, when they're at the ball, they're dressing everyone out as like Mademoiselle Dubois or something like that. Like that clues you in that it's in French.
So much French. So little time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Aristocats. Don't forget the Aristocats.
Oh, you can't forget
Oh,
the
yeah.
cats. Because everybody wants to be.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
Fizzy
fine.
Dizzy. Cinderella was in France.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Well, it was a French tale.
Yeah.
Here's the
Well, French and then adopted by the Germans.
Okay, now let's see. Doing a lot better this time. I don't think I found the most difficult faucets yet. Stop directing me to the water. I need a lava fall. Get a faucet that I haven't turned on.
Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, and Disneyland does do a lot of Christmas stuff too. Like, I think
I mean,
like
they
we
do
were
more
there
Christmas
like
stuff than they do Halloween stuff. Either that or just.
Yeah,
in
I think it was was it 2005? Let's see, it was around my 11th birthday. The advantage of having your birthday in January. Yeah, it had everything for Christmas. And we managed to catch like the last night of the Christmas parade, which is like January 3rd or something. And then the next day, all the Christmas stuff was taken down. So I'm like, wow, it's like maybe they do have magical elves working here.
Alright, let's see. Alright, back to the pool. Alright. I think this is so far the most faucets I've turned off in this go.
And so we're still trying to shut off lava faucets.
Yeah. Let's just rope our way across here.
Reminds me of that epic Mickey stage where I was in the pretty much pirate land and I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do.
I know when I initially played this on the channel, it's like I got lost in subcon forest.
What would you say was like your most frustrating video game moment? Like you got totally lost or something, or couldn't finish something.
Man, let's see. Man, that's a tough one. I mean, oh, no, ah, gonna die. Honestly, I think probably.
You live.
Yeah, My most upsetting video game moment was just not being able to control Sonic the Hedgehog properly. It's just like, how?
Oh, remember a video game that my brother and I were kind of taking turns on? We were tag teaming. Has anyone heard of Neopets?
I have.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, that was like forever ago. But they had like that one video game, The Darkest Fairy, and there was a endless staircase.
Ooh.
And
Like
we kept
a Mario
going.
64?
Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, we kept going down and down and down and down and down. It was an endless staircase for a reason, and we're like, what are we supposed to do? Yeah. Eventually we got to the bottom, though I don't know how, but maybe because we went down enough times. It wasn't until years later when I was talking about it with a friend, like, oh yeah, what you have to do, you know those frog statues you run into? They keep pointing different ways. You need to follow those fingers. I'm like, all that time, it was that simple.
Sometimes video game designers think, oh, we really got the market cornered on exactly how to get people where we want them to go. Not always the case.
I don't know. We managed to get to the bottom by just keep going down and down and down and down until eventually, I guess they just ran out of code.
What?
Now
No,
that
you're
I
not-
think that
Not falling off. Oh shit! I gotta go find some liquid. Gotta go
Oh
find
shit, he died. He's dead. He died.
yeah,
No
I think
such
on Epic Mickey, my most frustrating moment was battling robotic Captain Hook. Because I kept missing this one platform and therefore kept falling off the ship and I had to start out falling to the bottom of the ship and I had to start all over again. Like,
Ooh.
while Captain Hook is shooting at me. It's like, come on.
Oh no. That does not sound like fun.
Yeah, I was like, ah!
That sounds like the frustration someone would have actually facing Captain Hook. He's shooting at
And
me.
maybe the
Why is he
second
shooting at
most
me?
Maybe the second most frustrating moment was the haunted was like when the Lonesome Manor thing, which is like a haunted mansion
Yeah.
a level, like the final boss in that level, and I didn't know what to do because the doors where I had to destroy these gems would just not open, and then I had to look at a game. I did look at the gameplay to figure out what am I supposed to do, and then turns out I was supposed to collect like a bunch of stopwatches and anvils, you know, power-ups that were supposed to help me, but I couldn't get them now because I was at the end.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Like, come on!
Oh, that's it.
So your save
Oh,
was like rendered moot.
Finally. Man, you know, maybe the way they made the level easier was by cutting the number of lava faucets.
Oh, you finally got them all, yay!
You did it.
Right?
Yep. Now I just gotta go cannon and then complete the level, and then finally I can play the hard mode of my
Ooh.
favorite boss in the
You
game.
look like the Silver Surfer.
What's your favorite boss?
My favorite boss is the Battle of the Birds. It is in this game. It is absolutely amazing.
Battle of the Birds. Why does that sound like something out of Hit?
You did it! Now Mafia no longer need to eat lava for breakfast. Please.
Oh boy.
Try it, eh?
No, Mafia.
Oh
No longer
my
needs
gosh,
Blue. Oh,
okay,
come on, let me
ow.
read it.
There we go.
I need to get new blue light glasses because these like freaking press down on my temples and it hurts.
Okay, so who are you helping here? I can't tell on this.
Mirror sticker has appeared.
There's a time travel thing, right? Where are we? When are we?
So the thing with the hat in time is that these hourglasses are used as fuel for this spaceship we have, and you gotta go around and collect them because someone from the planet down there basically like boarded your ship and then caused all the hourglasses to fly to the planet. Of course, I've completed the main mode of this game, so I've already recollected all the necessary time timepieces. But if you break them, they can force you to travel through time, or they can cause major rifts in time. So a lot of stuff needs to be fixed by you and all that jazz. It's
You have a Roomba.
yeah, I got a Roomba.
I was right. That shadow guy is like the Phantom Blot guarding a ball pit. That's what it looks like.
Run into the Roomba.
Is that a cheeseburger?
Oh yeah. You can also find these fancy little relics on the planet, but they're all in pieces. So you gotta find all the pieces of the appropriate relics and put them together.
Cheeseburger is a very important relic in our history. It's a huge part of American culture.
How many timepieces are there in the game? Like 41, I think.
Oh, there's more
Right?
than that. With the DLC, there's like, what, 50? 45? I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, now I want to get that.
Hey, look,
Seriously, it
it's
looks
the
like a ball
annoying
pit.
kid who dies all the time.
I like him. I like him a lot.
Alright, cleared it. Now, can I
Look, it's the annoying kid that dies all the time.
What? I need to what? You need me to what? How do you... What? You want me to what? You... Ooh, you booger.
What just happened?
He won't let me go over here until I have more things. Okay. Snatcher's hit list. Kill 5 Mafia without getting punched. Okay, sure, why not?
Fuck me.
I can do that.
Oh, I thought I went. Oh, I didn't. Cool.
Are we allowed to swear on this?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're all good. Alright.
Okay. I can't do it on command.
I can't do it on command.
Alright, I'm just
I
gonna...
can't speak words on command. That's just not in my nature.
Alright, so now it just wants me to...
I'm one of those person, I swear in the moment when it feels most appropriate. Or if it's like a line, like doing Little Shop of Horrors, I think really broke my no swear policy. Like, okay, now it's in the script. I have to.
Well, now it's in the
Right,
script.
so
I have to do it. It's in the
once
script.
we-
And it's like the floodgates opened, and I started swearing a lot more at home. And my parents are like, "What happened to you?" Like, oops. Well, I guess I'm a teenager now, so.
Well, I guess I'm a teenager. I didn't start swearing until like after high school.
I was 17, so pretty close.
Dang. Yeah, like
Yes, okay, here we go.
after I think I was like, oh my god, I was like 21-ish when I started swearing regularly.
Alright, cool.
Oh yeah,
That's-
once you get
that's
to
two.
college and you're around a bunch of just a bunch of other young adults forever,
Yeah.
24/7, then you just can't help it. You just can't help it.
Hey. It was mostly because I was around people who swore.
Yeah.
Right, this'll be easy.
Yeah, and now I swear regularly at home. Like, well, not regularly, mostly when I like, you know, when like something
Didn't help my
happens.
mom.
When like something happens,
Didn't
or I'm
help
like
that.
really emotional about something. Like my mom,
Yeah.
my mom has seen me in a state where I'm just like, oh fuck this bull, no, you don't fucking do that. Stop. You don't what? Then my mom's like, okay.
Yeah, my parents can't exactly scold me for it though, cause they will have those moments too. My mom's favorite was Jesus fucking Christ. We weren't that strict as Catholics.
Oh, a piece of an unknown relic. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, one time I was like eating like.
No, Bella sums it up perfectly. My mom, stop fucking swearing.
Nice. You know, I think I've killed more than enough Mafia to make Snatcher happy.
Like, oh my gosh, like
I think
I remember one time I was like eating a muffin or something, like a store-bought muffin, and like I chomped down on something really hard, and it wasn't. It was like a banana nut muffin, but it was like harder than a nut. It was like a, I don't know, like somewhere between like plastic and a rock. It was really hard, and it hurt my teeth. And I exclaimed really loudly, "Ah, fuck!" And I didn't even realize my grandma was there. And my mom's like, "Hey, show grandma your new haircut." And I was like, "Oh, hi, grandma."
Oh, I think the worst time swear I had was when I was working at a nursery school, and I dropped something on my foot and it hurt so much I went, "Oh, shit,"
Okay, pompous crows.
in front of a bunch of little
Oh, wait, no, that's
18-month
just a
olds.
bonus. Okay, so I just got. Okay, now I have it enabled. Okay.
Usually when I'm watching kids, I'll just fight it back, but that was like the one time it slipped out because my foot was in a lot of pain.
Ouch. Yeah,
Luckily,
never be in pain in front of
18-month-olds
children,
don't usually pay attention to what you're saying.
Oh, okay, now I see where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do. I think I got it. I've got it. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So what kind of mafia is this?
It's a very Italian, Russian mafia. It's the goofiest mafia. It's basically just a cartoon mafia.
Okay.
They're cute. I like them.
Oh, yeah. Got you all figured out.
Alright,
That showing leverage, like, the Italian mob, Russian mob, there's a New Zealand mob?
Oh, no.
There's a New Zealand mob.
There we go.
I thought, there's like a mob for every single minority, and then not really, I'm just kidding.
Oh, this is one of the friendly ones, okay. I guess I can't do anything to him. I can do something to you, though!
That's all you got?
He's down. Your turn.
How do you tell the difference between the friendly ones and the mean ones?
Well, the only way to tell the difference is to hit him. If he goes squeaky like a plush toy and he doesn't actually scream in pain, then yeah, he's...
So you go hitting innocent people too?
What?
Well, not. We're talking about the mob guys. Like there are friendly mob guys, and then there are not friendly mob guys.
Okay, but you don't know if they're mean unless you hit them? Wouldn't anybody who's being hit retaliate or something?
I mean, you asked that question, but at the same time, that's not even the point of what I'm doing. I just want the achievement so I can play the boss battle again.
Got you all figured out.
Oh, Fizzy's been
Honestly,
trying to learn French swears. DF, knows French swears?
I thought I knew it for... hang on, 'cause I thought it...
Well, am I really supposed to find all of every kind of every enemy in this level? No, I don't think that's right. I think I have to go to different levels to finish that off. And it's only a bonus objective.
Right, that's how it went. La merde.
Oh?
What does that mean?
Shit.
Oh. No, merde.
Yeah, I knew it began with an M. I couldn't remember.
M?
Yeah, la merde.
La merde. Okay. La merde.
Of course, there's also the...
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that
mon
like
Dieu.
say that one day at my grandma's or something, and nobody's gonna know what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sure, that's the real reason you learn swears in another language.
Yeah, so you can swear at grandma's house.
Right, I think I should have what I need in order to get what I want. Hey, little boy purple. How did I do? Did I do good? Did I kill the people?
I don't know. Watch the Has Been Hotel in French, and you'll learn a lot of swears from there.
Ah, that's a good point.
Wait, there's a French version?
Yes, they did an official French dub. And
Oh,
that's very-
hell yeah.
That's very interesting to listen to. Who's better at listening to French than she is
Wait.
speaking?
What security? Wait. So you're telling me I gotta do more in order to get to the? I'm gonna go just do seal the deal. Where is that?
Well, yes, don't you know? In order to get the Ring of Destiny, you first got to get the Crown of Destiny, and then the Necklace of Destiny. This is how things
And
work
the armor of
Magical
destiny.
Land.
This is the Alpine skyline. Okay, where do I go for the?
We're just talking about that in fantasy writing class. The side quests.
Do I have a map of this boat? A map of this. Wait. Science.
Like, there's the random side quests that don't affect the game. There's the side quests that indirectly affect the game. Like, you need to get this object before you get this object, and then that object gets you this unlocks this level, and blah 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 blah.
Okay, but that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go
Ah,
elsewhere.
looks like she has a swollen eye, and I need to fix that shit. That does not look good.
Fizzy Dizzy says, one time my friend and I were supervising the kindergartners, and then they were asking us, what's the F word? Oh, you know what the F word is, don't you, Mothball?
Fuck. Wait, no, friend. Friend. It's friend, right?
Yeah. If you'll remember, you improvised the, oh no, I said the F word part.
I still can't believe I improvised the chocolate milk line in episode 2. It's like, that should have been written in the script, obviously.
Yeah, like, friend. Yeah, you said, oh no, I said the F word. I'm like, oh, that's brilliant. I'm keeping that.
Come on, give me the Speedy Gonzales. Arriba, ándale. Come on.
Yeah, I think some of the best lines in Daughter of Discord were improvised by some actor or another. Or there was
I think forget Nathan here and oh shoot, and Will were like the worst offenders on improvising.
What did I do?
I think Katie kind of too.
Oh yeah,
but
Katie.
you do have a point. My longest files tended to be from Nathan and Will. Yeah, and there's a reason I stopped on the outtakes. The files were too long, and I had like 50 different characters to go through.
Okay, come on, I gotta do this.
Much as I'm sure you want to hear those.
Okay, let's see. Pillow Fort. Oh wait, I haven't been down here? I didn't get the achievement before now? How did I go this long?
Pillow Fort, that makes more sense. Okay.
That's not so much
I
a
was wondering
fort
what
as
that
much as
was.
it's just a big old pile. Look at this thing. Okay, where's the laundry room? I want to go to the Arctic cruise. Anybody remember where I went
Wow.
the laundry room? I don't remember where it went.
Where is the laundry room? I want to go to the Arctic cruise. That is a very interesting sentence.
That's the kind
out of context.
Oh, wait, shit, is this it? Wait, is this where I'm supposed to? Yeah, there it is. Here's the laundry room. Okay, there we go. I can finish the relic. Wait, yes, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Relic.
Bella's right. The Draco Malfoy line. Actually, that came from Big Apple Pie in episode 9 of Bride of Discord. Yeah, what? I asked him, like, stumbling over the Draconequus is and then he just said Draco Malfoy, and and then it just became a recurring gag every time someone tried to say Draconequus.
I think my personal favorite, what's it called? My personal favorite running gag was, "You smell nice."
Yeah, I didn't expect that to go so far. It was supposed to just be that one isolated moment.
But then I carried it on. It's like, you're pretty and you're adorable and you smell nice. It's like, cause I knew somebody would say something. It was like, I'm like, okay, I gotta do this.
I think someone said that sounded creepy, but on the other hand,
it was also mentioned in this, like,
You smell nice.
Wasn't it also in the script that, like, Lightning was always calling it creepy because her brother was being creepy about it?
Yeah, but and then it just indirectly inspired Apple Blossom to go after perfume.
And that was supposed to be the end of that.
Ah, I had way too many characters in there. I'm sorry.
Hey, good.
Is this running like ass right now? I mean, not really. The frames are dropped. Man, there's a lot of shit going on here.
Are we ready to
Developing Savage. I'd take that as a compliment. Then again, I know nothing about flirting.
I forgot
Now,
the
be a
Colgate twins' names. They straight up look like toothpaste. What are the names?
Aquafresh?
Huh?
Aquafresh?
Oh my
Other
gosh,
fish, yes.
listen to this guy's voice.
Actually, in the fanfics, her younger brother is Crest.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Colgate.
Just don't get in
Kid.
anyone's way.
Well, her name's not
That's
Colgate
great.
anymore, but for the longest time, that was her fan name. Obviously,
Oh!
I understand why
Oh.
Hasbro couldn't keep that, because
Oh, how
brand
horrifying.
names.
Yeah, they kind of have to,
Hey
get a
there,
brand
dude.
deal
Do that, I mean.
with Colgate
Yeah.
Ready for a
in
nice
order to.
But
Aren't you?
somehow they
the
got
name
away
of
with
the
saying
Nothing fishy about
Shutterfly,
this shit,
though.
you know?
Shutterfly.
I got ripped off on a dodgy
Yeah.
vacation last year. It was
Look at this guy.
And well, no, wait a minute.
Oh,
And they
wow.
got away with Applejack.
That's right.
Look at this.
They've been getting away with Applejack since the 1980s. How?
They have. Wait a minute. How did they do that? How did that happen? Wait. Is Applejack just like a regular term before Applejacks was a thing? Wait.
Yeah, what's he selling?
I don't know what's happening.
First you kill me,
That is a
then
good
you
question.
torment me
My
by
mind's
booking
just-
passage
I just
on
blew
the
my own
only
mind.
cruise liner here with facilities
What?
for people in jars.
What the hell?
Such a rude
What?
little child. Were I not in
Okay,
a pleasant holiday
So
mood,
Applejack is a
and
strong
still
alcoholic
without
drink
a
produced from
body,
apples.
I would take my revenge
That's
Okay.
worse.
here and now.
That's worse.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, kids aren't gonna know what that is.
So it was 19th century too. So technically, Applejack cereal stole that from the alcoholic drink.
Whoa.
So we're just in a long line.
Maybe
of
that's why
thievery
there's-
then.
Maybe that was not why there was no dispute. They didn't want to admit, yeah, we took our name from an alcoholic drink or kids cereal. Not saying you have to be a kid to eat it, but it is generally marketed for.
Yeah.
It's a family.
Oh, remember that ad campaign where they're all like, why do you guys eat Apple Jacks when it doesn't look or taste like apples? And it's just like, motherfucker.
I don't know. I missed a bunch of American commercials because I was overseas, and
Okay, now that.
I keep forgetting about that.
yeah. Although I would come back in the summer, and the first thing I would do is go to the TV.
Like it'll be in my head that like you were in Romania at one point, but it would never click that you lived there.
Yeah, this was before we had online streaming, and you could access shows from America anywhere in the world. But
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so the first thing I would do once we go back to the States for the summer, like, show me the TV. Like, you really want to be watching TV on your whole vacation? We don't get this overseas. Well, we got like some shows because we had like a AFN, which is the American Forces Network, which is a very special kind of cable thing. We had some
Yeah.
American shows, but all the commercials there were really more PSAs, like internet safety or like short American history stuff.
I have no
Oh.
idea
Yeah,
how this
'cause
entrance
it-
to the cruise.
yeah, no
is.
advertising.
Attention, this is your
Oh
captain
boy.
speaking.
I have no idea how this
Is this thing
entrance
turned
to a
on?
cruise liner would accommodate people in jars. I had to jump my ass
All
out of this boat.
passengers, please check in at the lobby
Yes.
desk. I'll be on
More,
board shortly.
wow, more unnecessary things in the Titanic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I know this was a very tragic event. A lot of people lost their lives. But what's so hilarious about that tragedy to me is that the entire time they were like, oh, nothing can sink this ship. And not only
No,
did it sink, it
that's
broke in
not-
half.
that's dramatic irony. And irony is usually funny, so I can't exactly.
I'm sorry, are you pointing down for the reception? As in, down?
I think it should sink the ship. Oh, we don't need this many lifeboats.
Oh, look at that.
We'll be fine. We don't need this many lifeboats. This boat is unsinkable. They've hit a freaking iceberg and they all die.
I imagine.
We're not even joking.
Oh.
That's literally what happened.
Oh, that's not very good, is it?
Attention
Wait a minute.
passengers.
Well, one thing we can learn from history is from its mistakes.
Yeah.
That's why we got boat safety regulations.
The ship is now leaving. Please
A certain amount of life jackets or lifeboats.
You're all
Yeah.
checked in? Now track down that time.
Hi, how can I help you? You looking for something
We got
that
a
looks
maximum
like
I mean,
capacity.
it's over 100 years ago now, so I think it's safe to say all the survivors are now dead.
thinking?
So I can say that shit without anybody getting upset.
Yep,
I hope.
that is fair. That is fair. Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
I remember we were at Hershey Park and we were learning about Milton S. Hershey and how he and his wife almost went on the Titanic, but then like his wife got sick and so he stayed behind. I'm like, good call.
Oh wow. That was the hand of God right there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Like you can't
good
explain to me
call.
otherwise.
Like, no, Mr. Hershey, we still need you around to make chocolate.
You need to make chocolate.
I love the humor in this.
Well, he
game.
died eventually,
I
but
love the
that's
humor in
because
this
what's
game so
happened to
much.
people. They get old.
This damage is serious. It's in more pieces than one, which is terrible. Maybe you could stick it all back together if you find the missing shards. It looks like there's one in every room.
Side quest. Woo!
Alright. Direct to me.
What was I just talking about? Side quest.
Oh god, that burp was really bubbly. That was weird. Like a bunch of saliva was just bubbling up in my throat as I was burping. I hated that.
Oh.
That was the
Fizzy
worst.
Fizzy Dizzy was asking when the Titanic was. I think it was 1912? Something like that?
Yeah, I think it was 1912. I was thinking 1912 too.
Or let me double check. I might be off by a year or two. Titanic thing. Yep, April 15th, 1912.
Yeah, we were both right.
I hurt myself.
Yeah, over 100 years ago. So yes, safe to say, I think all the survivors are dead.
Yeah, unless one of them is like miraculously alive, still telling
Well, in the
stories of the
mov-
Titanic.
Yeah, well, in the movie, she was like 100 something.
Yeah, she was.
But that was just a movie. They're like fictional characters in a real event, historical fiction.
I'm busy, pup. The ship doesn't steer itself.
I mean,
Oh, man.
there are people who like died at like 115.
One of the crew hurt themselves again.
Yeah,
What do
Bella
I
P.
look
Savage,
like,
while we're
Doctor?
on the subject,
Kiss
if
it
you could
better
go back in
yourself.
time, what tragic event would you want to prevent? I would tell Abraham Lincoln to never go to a play ever. But he was warned about that indirectly. Like he had the whole dream thing that somebody was dead in the White House. And who is it? The president.
Boy,
He dreamed his own death.
that's right. That's the most eerie part of his death. Like he dreamt it.
Yeah. At the same time, though, if you go back and you change events, you will indirectly change other things that happened as a result of it.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, like
Oh,
even
actually-
the most tragic events.
Actually, if Abraham Lincoln never died tragically, we wouldn't have embalming today. Like the type of embalming that they used for Abraham Lincoln. They embalmed him so they could, parade his body around and like show it to like people and like do like a little tragic tale sort of thing while they're parading his fucking body around. And everybody was like, "Oh, would you look at that? It's been weeks since his death and he still looks great. I want to be embalmed." So now we have embalming for the common man.
I took a class on death, dying, and other opportunities. Yes, that was literally the name of the class. And we were talking about
boy.
whether embalming was even moral or something. From an Eastern perspective, we're actually you know, delaying the body's the spirit's process of crossing over into the spirit world. Now we're keeping the spirit trapped in this world by preserving the body. So from like say East Asian perspective, we got a lot of zombies in America.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, that was the whole point of Night of the Living Dead. Yes, we had to watch that for that particular class. That the only way to stop them from becoming zombies was to cremate them. I forgot the word for a second. Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this on stream right now, so it can be here forever, unless this like video gets like copyright stricken. But I don't think it will. Anyways, I'm gonna say this right now. When I die, I want my body to be naturally buried, no embalming. And I don't want to be cremated either because cremation is a little bit harmful to the environment. Not like totally harmful, but like basically like when people get cremated, a bunch of the bacteria and stuff in our bodies and all that gets released into the air when we get cremated.
Wouldn't coffins technically be a bit harmful to the environment too?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be naturally buried in like a shoot. What would it called? It's like this. It's like a wicker basket, but like a coffin. And it's like made of like willow or something.
For purely casual reasons.
Yeah. Essentially, the class was about different death rituals and what different cultures do to bodies after they die. Some of them a bit too disturbing to say on this here. Well, essentially disturbing, but on the other hand, the bodies are dead, so they're already dead.
And not incongruent with your bank statement.
And here's the thing, and I want but I
know nobody wants to think about it, so.
Yeah, it's an important thing to think about, though.
Yeah, but think it might get a little bit too real if I really start getting into it. Plus, some of them kind of gross me out, so I'm just.
Yeah, but I either okay. Oh shoot, what's that? I keep forgetting what this one cloth is called, but it's like a natural unbleached sort of like cloth that you can wrap the body in, and then you just bury it in the ground raw. Like and if you bury the body like 3 feet underground rather than 6 feet, your body is more likely to like give nutrients to the surrounding plant life.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd want because I've had so many different homes. I wouldn't know where to put my body if anywhere.
Yeah, I want my body to be just wrapped in like an unbleached cloth, natural cloth thing. I keep forgetting what it's called. I have a video explaining natural burial, like in a playlist somewhere. So yeah, I got that.
Back in the kitchen. I don't want to be back here.
So yeah. And I want my body to be buried 3 feet underground and then have like a tree or something planted on top of me, like a local tree. Like that would be my tombstone. Nice. Would be a tree.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Fizzy Dizzy says, when I die, I want it to be quickly, not necessarily peacefully, but quickly. Try the guillotine then.
Oh yeah, guillotine.
The whole point of that invention was so that it would be quick and painless. It's super bloody, but as far as they know, the victims didn't feel anything except maybe dread.
I mean, has anybody asked them? Has anybody asked the victims if they felt anything?
I mean, well, it was supposed to be a clean, swift cut, as opposed to the axe, which could sometimes miss.
No. Oh gosh. Oh.
Yes, Fellow Pig Savage, DF, what the heck? I'm sorry, my knowledge is a lot darker than what people would think of me.
Oh, would you look at this? It's a person who runs a G-rated channel full of ponies. By the way,
I've yet to share the horror. I've yet to share the horror stories that I've written with anybody on my YouTube channel. That's because I'm trying to get them published in Horror Ming.
oh,
Did I mention I've been taking a horror writing class too?
You did.
Yeah. Yep.
oh boy.
Can I get up there somehow?
Yeah. Well, I can't help it. Like I've been trying so hard to write short stories, but for some reason they kept ending up being very bland, or like I don't know why would anyone care about this? And then I tried writing horror short fiction, and somehow it was just so much easier. I don't know why.
I feel like this is a different location. Just gotta figure out where I can find it.
Because most of my story ideas just end up in full-length novels.
I'm on the opposite side of the boat, so that's good.
I find horror to be like the hardest genre for me to write.
I find it kind of harder in longer fiction. For some reason, shorter fiction, it's easier for me because you could have like everything building up to this one dreaded moment.
Oh yeah, that does sound easier.
Yeah. Also, probably helps that I took like we had to pick a class for our English major on a specific writer, and I chose Edgar Allan Poe. And of
Ooh,
course, he's the master of the short.
I
horror
loved his shit in school. Like that was the one thing. Like you know how like English teachers make you read so much shit and you're just like, I don't care. Edgar Allan Poe was the only thing I was forced to read where I was like, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're one of those people who can't really read classics, it can be a bit dense, but it was always interesting how I'm always left, like, wondering, wait, so I'm trying to figure out what just happened here, and I'm still thinking about it days later.
Hello.
Yeah.
I need to get all these
Oh gosh. Oh shoot. What was the one with the heart in the floor?
The
Telltale
telltale heart.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, I like, where you see in the mind of the murderer.
Yes.
And he is defeated by his own guilt. Like, he essentially did the perfect thing. The policemen were about to leave and not question him anymore, but his own guilt got him in the end.
Wow.
And insanity.
Developing Savage. Oh, by the way, how is your novel going, BF? It's at that point where I've, like, read it through 3 times, and I still feel like there are problems.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Yeah. That's why I've been
It's like
kind
the
of
worst
taking a break
feeling.
from it. That's why I've been kind of taking a break from it and have been taking some of these these online writing classes. There's an advantage to the social distancing that that things are actually more accessible online.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there you go. Where we go when everything bad happens can actually lead to a good reason, even no matter how convoluted. Yeah. Yeah. So I've just been kind of focusing on the writing classes as of late and trying to fix some problems. I did go to a writers group, but they tell me things like it was such a weird writers group because I had like a woman who was trapped in a magical orb, and the questions they asked me was, how does a grown woman fit in such a tiny little object, and how can she breathe in there?
That was the question.
Yes! And I'm like, do we really want me to spend a paragraph explaining the science behind little oxygen magical particles inside? See what I mean? That's boring. No one wants to hear that.
Not a dang soul, though. I don't think anyone would want to know that.
Yeah. But yeah. Things like that. Or other group telling me, like, I feel like there's not enough
fuck.
action here. I need more action scenes.
I forgot to check on my cat. Oh no. I was
we're not
looking
going
at
anywhere.
my phone and I was like, it's 9 o'clock. Wasn't I supposed to do something today? Then I was like,
Shit.
oh yeah. that living,
Like-
breathing animal that I'm in charge of.
Check
Whoops.
on your cats? Like, what is she, like, sick in bed or something?
No, we have an outdoor cat
Oh,
that we
makes more
bought to
sense.
get. Yeah, that we bought to get rid of the mice in the barn.
Mm.
So yeah, and I
Poor mice.
completely forgot to check his food bowl. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
So-
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going anywhere.
Alright.
This is why I got an automatic feeder for my cat. I have it set for a time, also so she doesn't bother me in like 3 in the morning.
Right.
She'd been doing that a whole lot lately.
Where is this shard? It's pointing me in the direction of a shard.
Okay, I haven't been paying much attention to this game. What are we doing now?
Well, now we're on a cruise ship. One of the hourglasses has been shattered into a million billion pieces. I'm trying to find the stupid thing, but I can't seem to find the stupid thing.
You're trying to find a million billion pieces?
Well, only 11, but there's like, it's like running me around in circles and I don't know where can it go.
Yeah, my dad's favorite exaggeration is 80 million. My favorite is 11. It sounds cooler that way. Everyone has their own exaggeration number that they use repeatedly. Like 11 times a day.
Could I find some wall jumpers?
So many seals. Arf arf. I think that seal shows would be my favorite at aquariums or zoos.
I'm sorry, but that totally looks like I should be able to pull on it, right?
It does. Ah!
That is
Yeah, it looks like it'll open a trapdoor. Oh, there we go. Yay.
right back here again. No. Ooh, there's a shard.
Then you just gotta find the million billion others.
You're getting really good vibes from this machine. You need some chips to play. Okay, where do I get?
Oh no, 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 no.
I'm just gonna start.
Gambling's a no-no.
We're feeling lucky. There was a shard stuck in the machine. Give it up, baby. All
Look,
right.
it's in my blood. Once you got us gambling, we can't stop. That's why we stay away from it.
Yeah, this poor kid's got-
Even if it's Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't think they should let this kid into the casino.
Like, maybe it's Dave and Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese.
I mean, it's got the word casino written right up there, so.
Okay, okay. But those are essentially places that have very subtle gambling. Not that it's bad, just, you know, we're all aiming for tokens, and that, like, the one prize is worth, like... Okay, a million billion tickets.
Okay, 2 more rooms, 3 more shards. So, this is gonna be,
But every time we'd take my grandma with us to Chuck E. Cheese, she would just be at the one of those little slot machines for the whole time. I did beat out like one of those sort of skee ball games though. Like you got the jackpot if you got a perfect score twice. And twice in a row, and I did that.
that'll lock me up.
Sort of like skee ball. I had to knock down like these cat things. You know, like in those carnivals where you have to knock certain things over.
Okay, below me. Okay.
You're feeling lucky.
Lemon Fairy
No,
says,
it's above
gambling for cheap plastic shit. I love the bees catching game. Oh, I remember the bees catching game.
Okay, where in the hoo-ha are these doodads? Sounds like this, you wish you had a map. Right, up.
Don't they usually have maps in games like this? Developing Savage. Imagine a Chuck E. Cheese in Las Vegas. Ha ha ha. Oh, wait. Las Vegas is Chuck E. Cheese. Without the animatronic mouse.
So basically, Chuck E. Cheese without the fun part.
Well, then again, you also got people dressing up in costumes and doing performances, so does that count?
I suppose. Okay, wait. No, it's only just showing a fixed point. Which I
That's a
wish-
map?
Barely. It's like in specific areas on the side of the boat. But a map is a map, I suppose.
Lemon's calling it the Rat Casino. He's a mouse. Get your facts straight. It's a mouse.
Charles Entertainment Cheese. I'm just making the garden. Wait, there's something up there. Okay. Up there. Yeah.
What about you, comic? Ever been in Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster's or something like that?
I've definitely been to Chuck E. Cheese. A lot of younger birthdays of mine have been spent at Chuck E. Cheese or two back when they were around.
That was my brother's favorite birthday place. It's also our favorite summer spot. There was one in the town where our grandparents lived. And our second cousin, so it would be a huge trip for all of us. You got like 7 kids in one place.
Oh, wait a minute. Ponds lead me to.
Oh yeah, Z, we were talking about Chuck E. Cheese and Dave and Buster's because we were at a casino.
Oh, I haven't been to anything like Chuck E. Cheese like in years.
Well, me definitely not in
Oh, wait.
years because everything's
wait.
been closed.
Never mind. I've been to actually, no, it's still years, but more like 2. But I went to Chuck E. Cheese like 2019, I think.
That sounds about right because the next year everything closed down.
Yeah.
Let's face it, there's a lot of places we haven't been to in now years.
Mm-hmm. Good. I
haven't been in
miss things. I just miss doing things.
I was getting on a tradition of we all going to an escape room on my birthday, but you know, the last time we went was like just a couple months before the pandemic.
Mm.
Technically they're
I've
still
been-
open, but I don't know.
I've never been to an escape room.
Maybe
There
I'll
was
just
one at
stay-
BronyCon.
There we
Really?
go.
There was like
Hey,
they were
one more.
partnered with the Baltimore Escapes thing, and they had like you had to sign up for a certain time to join a group.
Oh,
They had-
okay.
Speaking of which, it was Edgar Allan Poe themed because it's Baltimore.
You're feeling lucky.
God damn it.
And yeah, we had to figure out how Edgar Allan Poe died, and on top of that, we saved Rainbow Dash.
You did it.
Yeah, like Rainbow Dash plushie was in a cage, and when we dropped the secret poison in the slot, the cage just dropped and it surprised us all. Like we weren't expecting the cage to drop.
Oh,
and the Rainbow
boy.
Dash was free! Yay! Woo!
Look at this sideways fish man.
That was fun. I love escape rooms. Yeah, and my family's big puzzle enthusiast.
Yeah, I freaking love puzzles as well. Which is why the concept of an escape room to me is like very appealing.
Okay, where am I on this boat? Okay, so
Yeah,
is
it
below
just
me.
seemed like an adult birthday thing to do, especially one who doesn't have as many friends to invite. At least friends in the general vicinity.
Yeah. I mean, same. I have a few friends that live like an hour and a half away from me, but that's still a little ways away.
Okay, go on.
This is what happens when you spend most of your life overseas and people tend to move a lot and yeah. Oh yeah, you make friends, just you don't stay with them forever.
Yikes. Rip.
I'm gonna be doomed if I ever get like, okay, so who do I invite? Who's
All
in
right.
the wedding party?
My closest friend lives on the other side of the country. Great.
my brother already agreed he wouldn't be my man of honor. Yeah.
Oh wait, was this the end of the slide? Shoot. Okay. Now I'm further
Yeah, I
away.
guess well, to be fair, my brother's not a big party planning type, so yeah.
Yeah, just don't put all your trust in like a wedding, in like a professional wedding planner. Cause good
Well,
God, they're gonna.
I won't have to. We're Polish, so you ever seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
No, I haven't.
I've seen it.
Okay, well then you get the context. It's like that, only Polish.
Got it. Okay.
When someone gets married in the family, everybody gets involved. But
Okay.
anybody who's an immigrant American family, that's like tight knit community with like Greek, Italian, Polish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like where
Well-
it's the culture where it's okay for the kids to stay at home with their parents until they get married, then yeah, everybody gets involved. That's
Yeah.
why my parents are okay with me still living with them. I
mean-
our grandma lives with us, so technically
I mean,
mom's living with
my
her
family
mom.
isn't. My family isn't full of like foreign, like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to words. Anyways, you know what I mean, right? Like we're like
Uh-huh.
yeah. Like the entirety of my family has been like born and raised in America.
Oh
But-
yeah, too. But
but-
we still kind of I'm like fourth generation Polish American, so the culture's still there.
Yeah. Like I'm more saying like my dad is okay with me like not putting myself in financial strain just to live on my own.
Besides, it's kind of impossible today.
Yeah.
Like nobody can live on their own because the minimum wage is too low and the rent
Mhm.
and the cost of living is too high.
That's bullshit. Woo!
Some boomers don't get it. Like, well, have you crunched the numbers? The only way I'd be able to move out of my parents now is if I either win the lottery or I marry some rich person. And I'm not willing to do that right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Like, like I hate it. I hate having to live in fear of telling people, "Oh yeah, I live with my mom and stepdad. It's okay."
Well, at
Because
least
then they judge me, and I'm just like.
at least the good news is it's a lot more common among millennials right now. It's a lot more common.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's impossible.
It's
Like unless you get a roommate that makes more money than you.
mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. Even the one-bedroom apartments, it's like expecting you to have a partner that also has a very high income.
You know what? If I'm able to get like a roommate who is willing to share a room with me, that'd be the best thing.
Take a look at that ocean.
Cause like here's the thing. I grew up with siblings, so I am used to sharing. So I don't care. Like so many siblings.
I've been through 4 college roommates, not because of anything I did, but okay, one of them dropped out after like the first couple weeks. One of them was a lot more outgoing, and she was also very messy. I mean, we got along okay, but not the we weren't a good match for living together. And the third one, she was going through some trouble as well and transferred to a community college. And the fourth one was kind of the one that lasted the longest, but close to the end of senior year, she's like, I want to practice living on my own, so I'm just going to go to the empty room across the way. Like, okay.
Alright.
Yeah. So. Yeah, my parents were so worried about me getting a roommate. Like, no, I swear, I don't scare them away. It's all that they have their own personal issues. I don't blame them for it, but that's just how it turns out.
Yeah. But good golly gee. I think the only way I'd be able to find a roommate who's willing to share a room with me is if I'm dating them. You know?
And even that can be tough.
Yeah, that can be really tough. Like you'd have to
just...
you'd have to get along freaking perfectly.
Well, it would be a trial period. On the other hand, when I was taking a gender studies course, statistically speaking, couples that live together before they get married actually tend to fail in their marriage a lot. They're more likely to fail in their marriage. I don't know how that works. Maybe because they have a semblance of being married for a while, and then when they do get married, they're like, you know, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Or why did we do this? We were kind of happy before. I don't know. I'm just telling you what the statistics say.
I always joke.
It's not set in stone.
I don't know. I guess like they got into financial strain after the wedding because a lot of weddings are hella expensive. Maybe?
This is why you need a tight-knit family that has all the resources, could probably even make the dress for you.
Yeah. I always joke around being like, okay, I'm gonna have a dollar store wedding. Everything's gonna be from the dollar store.
I remember in Katie and Will's wedding, they had like their friends, you have pizza and pasta.
Ooh,
like
yes.
They had their friend cater the wedding.
Yep. Oh, when my stepdad and mom got married, like they had like their families like bring food to like the reception.
Potlucks sound great too. You see, you don't have to have something super fancy for a wedding feast. I mean, wedding's what's best for you. And personally, I think potluck. I like potluck.
Yeah. Oh, and apparently there's a tradition on my stepdad's side where they bring like a bowl of like fried chicken stuffed olives. That's apparently what they bring to weddings, and it's absolutely delicious. like they take shredded chicken, like finely shredded chicken, and they like mix a bunch of stuff in it, which it makes it kind of like a little bit pasty.
Oh, if we had a pop. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like they take these fresh olives and you cut the pit out, and then you like stuff it with the chicken, and then you bread it, and then you fry it, and it's really good.
Oh man, if like my family did a whole potluck for a wedding, it would likely, chances are someone's gonna make kielbasa, pierogies, or goulash.
Yeah, I just gotta have a potluck for my wedding. I'll be like, okay, bring food.
Yeah, assuming there's a wedding. I'm more likely to be planning my brother's wedding than mine at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well he has a pretty steady girlfriend, a long distance one too, and they've been hitting off really well. He met her at BronyCon too, the very last BronyCon. I'm like, oh god, you're living my dream.
How long have they been together?
Let's see. Last BronyCon was in 2019, so
yeah,
almost 2 years now.
Oh.
Well, he sprung it on me like when we were talking about watching the My Little Pony finale together, like calling in while we're watching, and he says, I might not be able to do it because I'll probably be watching with my girlfriend. And I'm like, when did you get a girlfriend?
Like, oh,
I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be asking questions now. I'm a big sister. It's required.
It's required.
I need to be asking questions. Like, what's her name for starters?
Oh my gosh.
What's her blood type? Where does she live?
Oh my god, my little brother is like turning 18 in August, and he hasn't had a girlfriend yet. But like his views on relationships and stuff is like the purest goddamn thing, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, I need to protect the baby.
Yeah, well, I'm 26 and still haven't been on a date, so not that weird for me.
Eh.
Well, it's not my fault that every person I was attracted to didn't feel the same way, or that everyone who asked me out was a creep.
Ooh, that's the worst. I've been asked out by a couple creeps, and I'm just like, no,
I'm not even exaggerating. They weren't even subtle about it.
Oh my gosh. Like, there was this one guy who was flirting with me. He had like a 5-year-old daughter. And he's like, and like I was so much younger than him. Like I want to say like I was like 5 years younger than him. He was like,
were you at least of age?
I was of age. I was like 20. I think
okay.
20. Might have been 22, but still, he was like 5 years older than me. Maybe even 10. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh.
That's not too bad, morally speaking.
I know it's not the worst, but here's the thing: he was like 5 to 10 years older than me, or something like that. I think he was in his 30s. I don't know. I don't remember.
I have this 7-year-old I babysit, and she has it in her head that if I find somebody, get married, have kids, she doesn't care if it's a boy or a girl because she knows my romantic orientation. She's pretty bright for her age. And but the point is she wants me to get married, have kids, so that by that time she'll babysit my kids.
The captain lets us pick
That's the
Oh.
logic there. And because of that, she has these weird matchmaking. Like she even had somebody particular in mind, like a librarian.
Oh.
She knows I like books. And like, oh, he's like 30, but which is not too old. Like you're right, it's not too old. But where is this guy? At a library in like Georgia? Oh, yeah, you see the problem here.
You see the problem here.
Like, do you have the contact information? Because I don't think you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah,
like he was 10 years older than me. He was like, you know, talking about how I'd be a good mom to his kid, and I was like, oh, yay.
Oh, yeah, you
Not
people
ready.
say that. Yeah, you people say that she's a sweetheart. I know why you would think that, but then you hear her matchmaking schemes. Like, oh, I know how you can meet someone. You can bump into them at the library and maybe pull the fire alarm. Like, you're not supposed to pull a fire alarm unless it's an actual fire. Oh, well, you can set a fire to the library and then pull the alarm. That's arson. Oh, I know. You could take the person and you could take them to your house and lock them up until they fall in love with you. That's kidnapping.
Wow, I love her.
This ship is so...
I love her so much.
She's sweet sometimes,
What's
but
that,
but I'm like, sometimes I worry about you.
Yeah, sure. Maybe something will get done around this mess of a boat for once. It'll be a first. All right, you'll need to deliver drinks,
Oh, wow.
food, and a few other
Yeah,
things.
I'm not taking
Do it
that
quickly,
advice,
pup.
just
Oh,
FYI.
there are some other jobs
She's
that'll
only
do,
7,
pay
so
attention.
forgive her.
Ready to start? Good. You can start by getting rid of some of these boxes for me.
Man, I hope
messy
that
in here.
doesn't go into adulthood, because that would be terrifying.
But yeah, the parents overheard this, and I'm like, I have no idea where she's getting this.
Can you please explain to me where this is coming from? What has she been watching?
Well, the kidnapping thing she probably got from Beauty and the Beast, let's be honest.
Oh, you know what? Probably. But you know what?
I don't know where the fire...
He didn't kidnap
suggested...
her technically, though.
Okay, but yeah. But she even suggested I put a spider on the person's back. And I'm like, what? Where are you going with this?
Those are like really
Like, I think-
complicated schemes.
I know,
They would
but
have
I'm
to work perfectly in order for them to be pulled off.
And the dad's like, yeah, you know, this is so, you know, if you keep talking like this, I might have to visit you like 9 to 5.
though. Damn. Sounds like she's been watching a lot of like different types of anime that does that shit. Just...
Well, I know she has been watching My Hero Academia or something, but
yeah, but like,
yeah,
I've seen plenty of animes that like does that convoluted like you know, romantic plot.
I know, but some of those at least have
It's just
some
like-
semblance of sense.
Yeah,
So, like,
some of
where
them.
But I'm like, where the spiders come from?
Where did the spiders come from? Oh my gosh.
Bella Pink Savage. Anyone else's mom forces them to dress up every time you leave the house just in case they meet a cute man? Just me? Okay.
Yeah, my mom doesn't force feed it. She's learned her lesson. Cause like every single time she told me, cause when I was younger, every single time she told me not to wear a certain article of clothing, I would sneak it into my purse. And then like put it on when we got there.
Okay, there's only 2 instances where my mom told me, or my mom kind of stopped me before going out. One in the case was when I was wearing socks with sandals.
Okay, that's understandable. That's like
I liked it. Okay, I liked it.
like
Okay.
an illegal offense. Okay, against fashion laws. All right.
At the same time, though, she had my brother go out wearing an orange towel around his neck and a fez. So I'm like,
All right.
okay, he's allowed to dress weirdly, but I'm not. And the other instance is when I wear a tank top and my armpit hair is showing. She has this really stupid thing about armpit hair.
Okay, that's dumb.
I'm like, Mom, if I shave, it's going to really chafe. So leave me alone.
Yeah, but yeah, and like there have been times where I went days without shaving just because I didn't want to. You know, but like I've showered and stuff, and like people, and like, oh my god, and like people I was dating like actively told me ew. I'm like, dude, I've showered.
Yeah, hold on, isn't that a sign that you probably shouldn't be with them if they say a part of you is gross?
I mean, we're no longer together, so yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's kind of red flag. I'm sorry, Comic has no idea what we're talking about, do you?
I got some idea.
No, you're lucky. No, you're lucky because you're a guy. You can show whatever hair you want.
Yeah. Like here's the thing. I have a little happy trail going on here. And guys find that disgusting. And I was in here like, it's my body. I can't control it.
Plus it's supposed to be there. It's supposed to make you smell better. Yeah, like newsflash, the hair makes it smell better. Getting rid of it makes you smell worse.
Yeah, shaving is cosmetic, not hygienic. Yep, Lemon.
Yeah, considering people didn't even do it till like 1915 when clothes started becoming shorter.
Yeah. Yeah, but like the only reason why I shave now is because I feel uncomfortable not shaving.
Yeah, I mean, it should be
It's
a
just
choice. Like, it should be a
Yeah.
choice.
Yeah, like I can't, like I can go like days or weeks without shaving my legs, but I can't go like 2 days without shaving my armpits because it's physically uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, my legs don't even get that much hair, so I don't really bother with that.
Lucky.
Yeah. I mean, the only people who commented on it were my mom and some guys I didn't even care about. So screw them.
Yeah.
I mean, they were my bullies, so whatever. I learned to just not care what they thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my sister did a meme on Facebook. She's like super into like, you know, social justice warrior stuff and all that. And she was talking about it. She was like me, shaving your legs is a social construct, blah blah blah, whatever she said, and then she said, also me, haha, razor go burr.
Oh yeah, fizzy dizzy. It's not like I'm leaving the house with a tank top. I like wearing tank tops in the summer though, especially when it gets to 90-degree heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it has been a 90-degree heat where I am.
Yeah.
It has.
And
been.
like, here's the thing. If you're not going to like a 5-star fancy restaurant where they're like gonna kick you out for not dressing nice, why does it matter?
Yeah.
And how many times do you go to a 5-star restaurant?
What's that, pup?
Not many.
All right. Oh, and there are some other
In fact,
jobs.
I have been to a 5-star restaurant a total of
Good.
0 times.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'm not like I pay attention to the stars, but I don't think I have.
Yeah.
I mean, why would I? To me, food is food.
Yeah, like oh my god, like I was going through like a freaking like beanie phase when I was a teenager. Like I really liked beanies, and there was this one particular beanie. It was like one of those winter beanies with like the flaps on the sides, and the long strings. You know, one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to wear that to like a Mexican restaurant we were going to. By the way, this Mexican restaurant, it's extremely local and has no stars. So they don't care what you're wearing, just as long as you're wearing something.
Okay,
And I really wanted to wear that hat. And you know, my mom was, and we were like meeting her friends or whatever, and I wanted to wear that hat, and my mom was like, no, don't wear the hat. Don't wear the hat. You can wear that outfit, but don't wear the hat. And I was like, but I like this hat. I want to wear it. And she was like, no, don't wear it. And I was like, screw you. So I put the hat in my purse, and I brought it out when we got to the restaurant. I put it on like in front of her friends, and my mom was like, oh, you little, and my mom was like, oh, you little shit. And I was like, mm-hmm.
you know what I would have done? I would have like, okay, would you rather have me wear a sombrero instead? I mean, you were going to a Mexican restaurant.
We are going to a Mexican restaurant. Would you rather me wear a sombrero and sing very offensively? Very offensively and like very fake Spanish. Because I will do it.
Please pass these plain, uncoded messages along for me.
Yeah, well, I definitely had that blue hat that I used to wear everywhere. I'm pretty sure some of you seen it on the channel. Yeah. Well, because it's becoming worn, I've kind of alternated with different hats. I still like wearing hats. Mostly baseball cap.
Oh my gosh. It's fun being defiant as a child.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like something minor, like wearing a hat when your mom says no.
Probably another reason I wanted to wear socks with sandals. That was my little teenage rebellion.
It's the best thing. I didn't get in trouble for it either. She was just like, you know what? Props to you.
Hey,
You
look,
wanted
as
to wear
long
the
as
hat
it's not-
and you wore it.
Look, as long as it wasn't illegal, as long as it didn't violate the school dress code, I was gonna wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in the school dress code said anything about socks with sandals.
Yep.
Okay, why I mostly liked it is because it was a way for me to show off my socks.
Ooh,
I
you know
like
what?
my socks.
I went to like a very small, like school that like combined like elementary grade and junior high together.
Uh-huh.
I actually went there from like preschool up to 6th grade before I moved. And from 6th grade to 8th grade, you're allowed to wear like sandals without socks. But up until then, you had to, if you were to wear sandals, you had to wear socks with them. But 6th grade onward, didn't need to wear socks. So I took advantage of that, and I wore a lot of like, you know, cute shoes without socks and all that. And
Yeah,
like,
I don't really do that anymore, mostly because, like I said, we get 90-degree heat in the summer, so wearing socks with the sandals just overheat.
yeah, but like I remember I was like I was in 6th grade, of course, and I was walking down the hallway, like wearing my sandals without socks, and and I walked by like the pre-K room, and this little kid like saw me, and he like gasped like, oh, you know, he saw me wearing my sandals without socks, and he was like, no. And he went right back in, and I remember as I was walking back, he was like holding the teacher's hand, pointing to me, being like she's not wearing socks. And the teacher looked at it and was like, she's a big kid, she's allowed to not wear socks.
I didn't realize they had fads in pre-K.
Yeah, he was straight up like trying to get me in trouble, a kid he doesn't fucking know. It was great.
I think I was one of those kids who never really got with the fads. Like,
Mhm.
according to my parents, I wouldn't even get a Tickle Me Elmo when every kid wanted one. Apparently I was scared of it. I don't even remember.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
we
or-
didn't have Tickle Me Elmo, but we had this like rocker Elmo,
Mm.
like, and it was like a little thing. He would like, you know, he would like strum the guitar and all that. I remember we used to like, I remember we used to like forcibly make him strum the guitar so often that like we broke it.
Ow. Yeah, fads were never my thing. Like when every kid bought those like wheelie shoes, you know the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, the
yeah,
Heelys.
Yeah, or do you people know what Uggs are? I don't know if it was a thing in the States.
Yeah, Uggs. Yeah, Uggs was definitely
Yeah.
a thing in the States.
Yeah, well, it was a thing overseas too. It's those little tiny boots. Like everyone had them.
Just like the seals.
I think the only
That's
thing
no
I got
good.
into was
You
fuzzy
just
socks.
made more of a mess, pup.
Well,
Try
that
I
was because we were on
I
a-
have so many fuzzy
Whatever.
socks.
Yeah. Well, that was
Good
because we were
God.
on a school trip, and like where was this? Oh, I think it was was it Zakopane? It is in Poland. And you know those European marketplaces where like there's all those stalls with specialized stuff.
Mhm.
And there was like one stall that sold fuzzy socks, and everyone kept buying them. Like, those are actually cute, and yeah, they're comfortable. Like that was one of the few fads I got into.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I
I mean,
genuinely thought they were cute.
I mean, same. I mean, I didn't really get Uggs until like later in life when I was like borrowing my mom's Uggs, and my mom just like bought me Uggs. But the only reason why I was borrowing my mom's Uggs is because, they were there and they were warm.
Yeah.
Got me my
Or
own
like-
Uggs, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was one of those kind of kids who didn't really get into stuff until like after they were popular, not while they were popular. I don't know, like they always had that teen rebellion, but I was rebelling against the other teens.
I mean, same, honestly. Like, when I moved to like this like upper middle class sort of like, high end like junior high school. And like everybody there wore Hollister, and I was sitting there with my $10 t-shirt, and $10 jeans, and all that. And I didn't really get the fad of like freaking Hollister because like Hollister is just like it's like every other type of shirt except it says Hollister on the shirt. I mostly just bought clothes that I personally thought were cute. Like I didn't follow any fads or anything.
Yeah, should be stuff you find nice. Whether it is something that other people like, whether it's something you yourself like, just do you.
Yeah, I only have like one Hollister shirt, and that's like, and then that was like a gift or something. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was like $10 at like a thrift store or something. And I normally wore it as like a pajama shirt because, I didn't care to like, wear Hollister stuff at school. But like all my clothes were like dirty like one day, and I was like, I'll just wear this Hollister shirt, whatever. So I did, and that was like the only, like the one time I didn't really think about my clothes before going to school was the one time I got like a million compliments. I'm like, fuck off, fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, the one time I got a million compliments of something I wore was when I wore these very tight neon yellow gym shorts. Funny story though, they were actually from the men's section.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, they were really, yeah, like, why did I get those? They're really tight and uncomfortable. And so gym class and a lot of boys are like, oh, really nice shorts. I'm like, I don't like this kind of attention. Like, I'm uncomfortable and everyone's praising me for it. Is that a cat train?
That's a cat train!
Wow.
All aboard.
That is so cool.
I love it. That's the best thing that's ever been thought of. Except for the cat bus on Totoro.
Ah. Oh yeah. Yeah, cat bus. That was a thing.
Yeah.
You bet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Though I swear, if you're run over by that giant kitty, it's gonna be less cute.
Oh my God, there's like a Studio Ghibli there's a Studio Ghibli museum in Japan.
Oh yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, and like there's like this kid area where kids go and play and stuff, and there's a freaking cat bus in there.
Oh, that sounds so cool.
Yeah, where kids can like, play and stuff, and I saw a picture, it's cute.
Yeah, I've not been to Japan. Most of my travels were in Europe.
Yeah. So I want to go to Italy. Sounds like a great place to go.
Which part specifically? Because Italy, I mean, there's Venice, which has all the canals. There's Rome, which has all the ancient architecture.
I want to go to Venice.
Oh yeah, that's a cool place. That I think that was one of the few places I did not mind walking around in so much, because it was just so scenic.
Yeah, I wanna go there. It's like my dream vacation. I don't care if I go there for a honeymoon. I don't care if I go there just for a vacation. I don't care if I'm kidnapped and brought there. I just want to go.
Oh man, Venice was so long ago. I think it was like 7 when we were there. Yeah, I remember there being a lot of a lot of masks, a lot of pigeons, lots of cobblestone walkways, because they don't have cars in Venice because it's all canals.
Because it's all canals, yeah.
Yeah. Again, I didn't mind walking around because it's cool to see. Again, you're gonna be run over by that giant cat.
They can't get on the train.
Yeah, at least nice. I remember we went to a lot of museums when we were in Italy. I mean, all the art that came from there.
Whatever happened to the Beauty and the Beast ride in Tokyo Disney? It was probably not turning a profit, which is very possible.
Really? Because I saw the video for it. I saw the ride through.
I don't know. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of reasons as to why a Disney park would like get rid of a ride.
I mean, why would you get rid of it now? I mean, turning a profit in a time of a pandemic.
Wait.
That's not the best time to be crunching numbers.
Getting rid of it now. They just built it.
Yeah, they just built it. They released it during the pandemic.
Oh, okay. I think I was thinking of a different ride. Then, all right.
Yeah. I saw how the animatronics were. The movies are just so fluid. I'm like, wow, it's like.
I mean, yeah, that's what Disney parks are known for. The fluid freaking animatronics.
How dare.
Yeah, but even more fluid than say on the Snow White rides, that they're not just like standing there. It's like they literally put a person in the costume.
I mean. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I remember my first my first exposure to a Disney animatronic. I was like 10, and I went on Stitch's Great Escape, and I saw the Stitch animatronic, and it was so good. It was so good.
Man, I went on that when I was like 20 or something, and I was almost crushed by the arm thing, so I didn't really.
Yeah, that was actually one of the reasons why the ride was dismantled.
Yeah, safety issue. Like, you almost crushed my shoulders there.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people came out of the ride complaining about their shoulders hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course I was a kid, and of course I was obsessed with Lilo and Stitch, so I did not mind.
Yeah, let's see. Well, first Disney World memories I have was when I was 6. It was like the year 2000, so of course everyone's excited about the new millennium.
Boo!
I remember the first time I went on the Snow White ride, and you know that part where the queen's looking in the mirror and she turns around and suddenly she's the old witch?
Yep.
Like the first time that happened, I'm like, oh!
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Well, I remember the Space Mountain ride was new at that point, and I loved that one. I went on it over and over. I was 6, but I was a tall kid, so I was able to go on.
Oh. I was always a short kid.
Oh yeah, Cosmic Trail. I heard at Disneyland, California, they used real skeletons at Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but they later used display skeleton. You're not wrong.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, they did. For the record, they didn't kill anybody. They got the skeletons from like a university or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, they didn't like kill somebody and hide their remains. They got them from a science department.
Still a little bit morbid.
Well, yeah. I mean, do you know how many parents have like left ashes of their kids on the rides at Disneyland?
Oh, that's right.
I mean, there are rumors.
I hear a lot of stories about that.
The rumors that the Haunted Mansion is actually haunted. Especially when the Hatbox Ghost disappeared, the first week of the ride. And they had no record of what happened to the original animatronic.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, likely they just dismantled it and they put the parts in other animatronics. But some people claim to have seen the Hatbox Ghost even after it had been removed. Well, now they got an actual Hatbox Ghost animatronic with new technology. They're able to make the effect work. Okay, remember, I'm Disney fanatic for a reason. Yes, I even know about the dark stories.
Let's see if I can.
Ooh, like I remember this one thing that showed up, like that this security footage was released of some ghostly figure walking around the park after hours, and someone thought it was a ghost of Walt Disney checking out the park, but it turned out it was just filmed over some old footage from another day where a maintenance guy was just looking around. Yeah, would have been a cool idea though, if like Walt Disney was still making sure everything was in order.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I want to go on a ghost hunt. It sounds like fun.
Yeah. I planned sometime during the pandemic to, well, when things are less crazy and the places I want to go to are actually open and taking visitors. I want to go through West Virginia and visit all of the haunted places.
Yes! Oh my God! West Virginia.
Ghost road trip.
Yes,
yeah,
please. Oh my God.
Yeah, I say West Virginia because that's where one of the most haunted abandoned amusement parks is.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lake Shawnee. I mean, not only is it built on top of an ancient Indian burial ground, but also there are it's the burial ground of some colonists who were slaughtered there, and also there were accidents on the rides. So,
Oh boy!
lots of ghosts.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited about death.
Yeah, the thing about real haunted places is that even if you don't believe in ghosts, just kind of the creepy things that happen there, the history is enough to make your blood boil.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that actual horrific events happened, like supernatural or no, should be enough to make you go, ugh.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I remember when I was in my school's oh shoot, I forgot what it's called. Like, magical play? Is that what it is? Madrigal?
Magical?
Madrigal?
Magical?
Madrigal. It's like dinner and a show. And like the story is of Jesus.
Miracle play.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, miracle play when it's something to do with the with Bible. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I was part of my school's miracle play, and like I remember our director, great director by the way. Anyways, he was like super into ghost stories and stuff. And like I remember one time when we were all there for practice, he was like, "Oh hey guys, come to the back room. I need to show you something." So we all go to the back room. No, the back room is like where all the costumes and stuff are.
Okay, I'm like, I'm dreading this.
So yeah, we go to the back room, and like he tells us a story about an autistic girl who was part of a past play, like back in the 70s or something. And some cruel teenagers locked her in the back room. And the place was then like caught on fire or something, and she died in there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he said some say her ghost still haunts this place.
Oh boy.
And
But
then like I'm pretty sure it was probably a story he made up just to like scare us, which is very possible. But of course when we were walking out, he like pointed at scratches at the door and was like, "Hey, were these scratches here when we came in?" And like everybody was like, "I don't know." And they probably were there when we came in, and just nobody noticed. But you know, me being a gullible teenager at that point, I was like, "Whoa, this is cool."
Yeah, and let's face it, you don't want to be telling ghost stories at church, because...
No, that wasn't a church. It wasn't a church. It was my school.
Okay, but even so, like I don't think there's any religion that's had a history of being more superstitious than the Christian faith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we reject superstitions. Like yeah, the witch hunts, the demon hunts. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Nah.
Okay, there's telling stories, and then there's acting upon them.
Mhm. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it was a nice experience. Although last day we had two shows. There was like one in the morning and one in the afternoon or something. We had two shows that day. But like I remember morning of, I had the worst illness I think I ever had in my life.
Thank you for bringing this to me.
And well, not the worst illness I've had in my life. That's a stretch. I've had worse illnesses, but like
Well,
I was like
I
puking.
can't have you running around
I was like puking and like
interfering with my jewel business.
and like
So,
ooh, I had diarrhea and I was puking at the same time. So I was like puking into like a so I was like
come to my
puking
store.
into a
We have
garbage can
business to discuss.
while I was on the toilet. It was fantastic. No, it was
There's
not.
more
It was
Yeah,
absolutely awful and I hated it.
Comic, are you facing the cat father now?
Finding that.
Cat daddy.
It's like the cat godmother, like, make him an offer you can't refuse.
I pay you, and you bring me
Yes,
more.
that's what this
It's a
is.
simple arrangement.
Yeah.
That was
back-
that was really smooth animation though. I saw the way the cat was walking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now be on your way.
Like back
And
back
don't
to my
come back
story.
empty
Anyways,
handed.
that only like I called my director and I was like, I cannot this morning. There's no way in hell. Okay, I am like literally sick. And he was like, okay, and like okay, that's fine. And then like a few hours later, I felt fine. Like I was completely okay. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and call my director and be like, hey, I feel better now. Can I come for the second show?
Is that
And
cat
that's
wearing
exactly-
a mask?
That's exactly what I did. Went to the second show. I was fine.
I swear, every time I see a face mask now, I'm triggered.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Like seriously, no matter how old it is.
Oh boy.
Wanna wear the latest fashion?
Eat the cut.
I've got you covered.
Oh,
My nephew used to
fellas,
say kitty cat like that, like kitty cat.
No,
Now
we
I
were
got
like,
the whole cat.
yeah. Man, I just did a whole stream on Monsters Inc.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know how Boo calls Sully kitty.
Yeah.
Kitty. That's what it is.
Where's my cat? Yeah, she's spending so much time out on the porch now that it's just so warm.
Aw.
We have a screened-in porch. We can't have her be an outdoor cat because she keeps bringing things into the house.
Oh boy. My outdoor cat wants desperately to be an indoor cat. It's like kind of funny, but also kind of sad because we can't have him be an indoor cat. Because we got several family members who are allergic.
Bumped into one of those vacuums the other day.
Oh, okay. That's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my cat, this is like last summer, like when I came downstairs, I came down to the basement where I sleep, and there's feathers everywhere. I'm like, Mom, did you like rip a pillow open or something? And she's like, no, why? There's feathers downstairs! And I come down and I see my cat, and sitting and like laying a few inches away from her is this bird, like this dove.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I'm like, Mom, I don't want to deal with this.
Mom, help!
Uh-oh.
I mean, get real. I mean, come. I mean,
Crap. Game
Yeah.
crash.
I remember one time I like looked outside and I saw like this mess of feathers like in front of our back door and I was like, did Smokey kill a bird? And my mom was like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
okay, but okay, Mom went to take care of the bird, and turns out the bird was still alive.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. So I took my cats away from there, and I had to vacuum up all the feathers. So my mom took the bird someplace safe out on the porch. And yeah, we had to call animal control because we had no idea how to handle the situation.
Give it up for 2
I mean, who
hours.
does?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Money pile.
yeah. So he said, well, if the bird is unable to fly, then the only thing we could do is put it down. Well, the good news is that even though it lost so many feathers and it had actually banged its head, it was able to flap its wings again.
Aw.
But I don't know how because that was a lot of feathers. So because ever since then, we haven't allowed the cat any further than the screened-in part of the porch.
Yeah. Probably for
Like,
the best.
no, you're not gonna. We don't even know how it happened because she would have had to bring it through the cat door, go past my parents' bedroom, and then go down to the basement without them noticing. I mean, I was out at the time, but I didn't know how they didn't notice.
I don't know.
They didn't
Your parents
notice
were busy
until I
with
finally.
something.
Oh, believe me, they're not like that.
I'm busy with something, okay? Why'd you have to go there?
You used a tone of voice. Don't blame this on me.
No. You're the one who interpreted my voice that way, alright? That was not me.
No, the thing they would have been busy the most with is the detective show.
They're stylish.
Oh, probably.
That's her thing.
Sounds like a thing like parents would be
And you
busy
know, they wonder why I'm so ace.
Wanna wear the latest fashion?
Not saying that's the reason, but like you're wondering why this is what I prefer, because this is what I see you guys.
with. Oh my gosh. Like,
Selling
for the longest time, I like identified as like demisexual, which is like a spectrum of asexuality.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And like now I think I'm more identify as like pan-romantic. Like I don't wanna. I'd rather not.
Yeah. Me, you never know. Like, it doesn't help that for the longest time, the consensus, the general consensus of the world was, oh, it's gay, bi. There's nothing else.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so much happier. Like, I've met with like teenagers, 14-year-olds who will identify with the lesser-known sexualities. It just shows that, that the world is changing. People are actually getting more educated. There's more awareness. The fact that the young people actually know what that is.
Yeah.
I didn't know what any of that was until I went to college.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know anything about this stuff until I, like, you know, started interneting. You know?
Yeah, the only reason I was looking it up was because a lot of people in my creative writing group were identified as things I never heard of before. I'm like, oh, you know, I should try to understand, so I should research. And then I found out, hey, asexual kind of sounds like me.
Hey. Yeah, I actually didn't really realize that I was pan-romantic until like earlier this year, I would say.
Yeah, I learned the biromantic thing later when I ended up falling in love with one of my gal pals. And I realized, you know, I think I was kind of attracted to some other gal pals and didn't really think about it.
Yeah, I have totally had like legit crushes on like a few girlfriends of mine, and I'm just like, well, here it is. and like after a while I started to realize that, like, you know, the concept of gender is just kind of silly to me, so of course pan.
Yeah, and then okay, you know when you're kids and you will have like those pretend games or like make up little pretend stories where you're the hero. Often I would put myself in like the superhero or Robin Hood kind of role, and I would be rescuing those fair maidens from towers, and they were still fair maidens. I didn't even change them to fair guys. I didn't even think about it. But I'm like, that might have been one of the early indicators.
Yeah. Oh my god. An early indicator for, like, you know, the asexual part of my sexuality probably would have been me, like, not having a single sexual thought for the entirety of my life.
Yeah, my early indicator was health class. I'm like, and they're like, okay, so the 100% way to not get pregnant is, of course, abstinence. Oh, that doesn't sound so hard. And everyone else is like, I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's not hard. It really isn't, actually. I'm sitting here being all like, "Ha, you fools! Look at you!"
Yeah, and I think really an early indicator was having the talk with my mom, and she's like, you know, I didn't think about it much until I met your father. But you've been raising me to be Catholic, and they say that you're not supposed to do it outside of marriage. Who are you? I think that's when I started realizing maybe it's not based on my faith.
Yeah, I thought it was based on my faith for the longest time too. Yeah. Oh my god.
But there's belief and then there's feeling. That's two different things.
Yeah. Yeah, like, belief doesn't stop you from not having sexual thoughts. From having sexual thoughts. You know what I mean. You know the words that are coming out.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, is this conversation making you uncomfortable?
No, I'm just really focused on trying to...
No, I've straight up said worse things.
Okay. I don't know, you just been so quiet. You've been so quiet.
No, I just. Damn it! Do I have to go over all that again? No. Okay, so I got it.
Aw.
But yeah. Oh my god, I haven't.
Okay, so Cosmic is talking about how they felt bi for a while, but then would later turn straight again. And it like sounded offensive, but I realized it was only in a phase. You know, that's kind of legit too. Like you'll have that time of questioning yourself, and maybe you'll realize, yeah, it kind of was.
Yeah. What most people call a phase, I think that's just like you questioning your sexuality more so than just you having a quote-unquote phase, because, you know, sexuality isn't a phase, Mom.
Okay, like for a time I thought, you know, maybe I'm gay, and then realized, no, that can't be right, because about all my crushes were guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and even then I'm like, well, I'm sure some of my gal pals are pretty, but I don't think of it that way, do I? Life would have been so much easier.
I've definitely had like very like G-rated Disney-esque fantasies about a few of my gal pals.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just a true love's kiss, and then what? You know, we were it was exactly like Giselle.
Yeah.
Yeah, Giselle from Enchanted. Like, she thinks that we
Oh
kissed.
no, Bella, no.
Yeah.
Okay, Bella said, Z, tell DF what you said to my father on stream.
What?
Okay, so we were like in the midst of talking about gender and private areas and shit. And like as a joke, and Bella said, "Oh, by the way, my dad's watching the stream," and I was like, "Oh, hi, Bella's dad. Do you have a dick?"
Jeez.
And then Bella said Bella just told us that he left the room. It was great.
I'm selling yaksa.
I'm sorry, Z. I'm not on your side for that one.
Nobody's on my side. It's okay.
Oh yes. Oh, that looks. Oh, I want that.
Wireframe looks a very best style these days. Man, that sounds like all those people who wear ripped jeans. I do have a pair of ripped jeans, actually. Oh, that is cool.
That is so cool. There's also a low.
I like that.
I think there's also a low poly costume hidden around in this game.
Ooh, a low poly costume?
Yeah, like an N64 kind of dealio.
And then a disc came in later. That's right.
Oh, here we go. Lemon sums it up perfectly. Sexuality is fluid, so you can have phases, but no one should assume what you are going through is a phase. That is right.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, like I knew I had a friend who at first identified as non-binary, but then identified as a trans woman, and
her dad gave her a big old lecture. I'm sorry, Bella.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shouldn't really be giving you the lecture though. You weren't the offender.
Yeah, I straight up told Bella, I was like, okay, if he needs like any sort of like contact, any of my contact information, like my Discord or something, I'll be happy to give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah,
just so we can talk. So we could talk. I told Bella that. I told her that I'd be more than willing to do that.
Yeah, but anyway, it was confusing for me because they were changing their name like every other month. But eventually, I'm learning. You know what? They're just figuring stuff out. So just kind of go with it. And...
for the entirety of like my school life, I thought I was straight. You know.
I think that's like the most of the population thinking that they're straights from the beginning because that's what they're led to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was me.
And after high school, I was like, I've had fantasies about my gal pals. It's normal. Like, it's not normal. It's not normal, me. Like, oh my gosh.
Which is why I'm glad the kids I'm babysitting now, like, they already know about this stuff. They've, like, watched She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, for instance.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites. I initially didn't sit it out through the full first season because there were just like a bunch of episodes about let's recruit another princess for the cause back to back to back, and it was like, all right, I'm dropping this for a while. But then after hearing about how it was going, it was like, okay, I better pick this show back up. And it was like,
I think
finish it off.
same. Yeah, the first season was kind of like very formulaic. I think the best way to put it. You know what? It's like it was like in the first couple seasons of My Little Pony. They were all about Twilight writing letters to Princess Celestia.
Oh shoot!
Like there was a formula to each episode.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there was anything wrong with the first season. Just you noticed that almost every episode ended the same.
Yeah.
Not even that every episode ended the same, but that they had to force Twilight to be in an episode even if she didn't belong there. Like the entire episode of like Green Isn't Your Color could have just had Rarity and like Fluttershy, and that's it. And honestly, Applejack would have been a better voice of reason.
Like Alexis Grayson. Admittedly, I'm a sucker for a redhead or a ginger. Same.
Oh my
Like,
god! In
Ace
high school, I loved all the redheads. I loved all
Like,
of them.
Contrary to popular belief, aces still have their, for lack of a better term, turn-ons, or like the features that they prefer.
Yeah, they're
more
quote-unquote
aesthetically.
turn-ons.
Aesthetic turn-ons.
Aesthetic turn-ons, yeah. Like there was this one redhead that I knew in high school. He was very nerdy, but he was also very tall, and I liked him.
Yeah. Oh, Bella, we all have crushes on Ariel. Yeah, I think to an extent I did. What, that hair, just the way it flowed too.
Oh my god, that hair. It's like the best part.
Well, I had a crush on, anyone seen the Justice League animated series?
Yes.
Hawk Girl.
Hot girl. Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, redhead and also the wings. Something about the wings.
Yeah. I remember really liking Raven as a kid.
I can see that.
Raven.
Fair.
You're looking for your goth GF.
Ah, yes, Goth GF, please.
I mean, that was basically a thing in animation for a while. Sam from Danny Phantom, Raven in Teen Titans.
Yeah, I didn't really think of that. Bella, hot girl, she's my
Bigfoot
wife.
says you're a little quiet. You're a little quiet.
Who's quiet?
Nathan.
Me, I'm quiet.
Yeah, apparently.
You are.
Well,
I thought you were just hyper focused.
It's
Hello!
probably because he's
Oh,
leaning. It's probably
shit.
because he's leaning back in his chair.
wait. I think I've discovered an issue. Hang on.
Okay, Lemon. Oh. Lemon says, "Big clothes is mine. I like the clunky designs with the pants and/or coats." Well, I can see that.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, okay. Volume-wise, quiet. That was because you weren't talking that much.
Probably. That's probably all it was. Because it looks like my
Yeah.
levels are fine. Let's see.
Oh my god, I really like suits. like anybody in a suit. Anybody in a suit. Like anybody.
What is it about those suits?
It just, I don't know. I guess the way they're like cut or something. It just makes you look hot.
I don't know, because it's such a generic thing that like almost everybody wears at some point in their life, but why?
Have you seen a lady in a suit? Good God.
Occasionally, yes.
I love ladies in suits. That is so
That's-
adorable.
Yeah.
It's the best thing.
I don't really wear suits because it's usually too warm for one.
Yeah.
I hear
But like,
that.
but also, like vests,
Mm.
like vests with like a dress shirt underneath, like a button-up shirt,
Yeah.
like a button-up shirt underneath.
I
Yeah,
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
yeah, that's
Ah!
that's also pretty dang hot.
Oh, Poison Ivy. Yes, Bella. That's probably
Of
Poison
overrated.
Ivy!
course. Of
Like,
course.
just pick any version of Poison Ivy.
Pretty
any
much.
version of Poison Ivy.
Except maybe the Lego one. I don't know. I can't get into Lego characters.
I don't know. I'm more attracted to personality than I am looks. So there are like a lot of characters in my husbando and waifu list where you just look at them and you're like, why? And I go,
I mean, me too. But even so, there's like there will be the occasional like, ooh, that person's actually really pretty. But you know,
Like,
it doesn't really go much beyond that.
like, oh my god, I keep forgetting the guy in this game with the contracts and stuff. What's his name?
Snatcher.
Snatcher. I really like him. It's mostly personality based.
I think
He's kind of a dick.
Yeah,
I
people-
love it.
yeah, people thought it was weird I had a crush on Naveen in his frog form.
Oh no! I died.
I don't know.
Because you got to get. It's probably because you got to. Oh my gosh, you died.
Probably because he acted so adorkable as a frog.
Oh
Yeah.
Yes, Bella. Alistair. Also, he's also ace, so doubly so.
Oh my god, Alistair. Oh.
Ow! I'm gonna.
Oh my god.
Die.
Okay, can I vent for a second?
You may.
Oh.
Vent. Like,
Go ahead.
like, I was talking to my sister, and I was totally like simping over Alistair and stuff, and she straight up says to me, "Oh, I'm worried about you because of your obsession with a murderer," or whatever she said, and I was like,
You walk.
"A fictional
That's like-
murderer who killed fictional people." Okay.
I think there was some
Calm
people
down.
like saying like, yeah, we're great, we're glad he's ace, but isn't this also kind of implying that asexual people have no feeling and also could turn out to be psychopaths? Like, well, considering it's a show about hell, I'm kind of accepting the representation.
Yeah.
Everyone's messed up, so
I want to throw some.
Whatever.
I want to throw
Everyone.
something in there about the murder thing. I went to this art school, and it was like a local thing. It was very small time. It was a little trade school, basically started for homeschool students and whatnot and what have you. But like the whole what ended up coming up in conversation was like Guardians of the Galaxy came up in conversation at one point, and so did a particular scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, particularly the scene where Yondu is basically like murdering a ship full of mutineers with his arrow, and it's played off as this generally comedic moment, and all the girls we're talking to they're basically outraged that this was even portrayed as a good thing, and I'm like, you know, there is certainly a different basis for how we view murder in a fictional context, and especially when the scene makes it blatantly obvious. New remix for Mafia Town, nice. When the scene makes it blatantly obvious that it's just like, it's not, these are bad people, of course killing them is going to be at least cathartic, and now they're doing the music and they're grooving along to it and they're making it like hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, hasn't anyone heard of dark comedy?
Exactly, black humor, black
Yeah.
comedy, that's so
Satire.
Yeah. Oh my god. You can't. Also insult humor is like my thing. It's a thing that I do with like the vast majority of my friends. That's how I like show my affection for them, and they know this, and they like do the insult comedy back.
I'm forgetting that insult humor is also just a thing that people do pay money to go see, to be insulted by someone. So it's like that's part of the shtick.
Like I remember I have a friend who wanted pizza but couldn't afford it, so I was like, you know what, I'll buy you a pizza. What's your Domino's account? I'll put in my card and stuff and all that, and I'll buy you some Domino's. And then he was like, oh cool. And then he gave me his login and stuff, and I bought him some Domino's. But in the instruction box, I put call him a bitch.
On
What
purpose?
the hell?
On purpose. On purpose. I put in the instruction box. I put call him a bitch.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can. I did it.
I have one pizza for a bitch.
Yeah, in the instruction box. I put call him a bitch, and the delivery person like knocked on his door, and he went to get the pizza, and then the delivery driver was like, I think somebody doesn't like you. And he's like, what do you mean? He's like, in the instruction box it says I'm supposed to call you a bitch. And then he goes, oh no, it's fine. That's just my friend. And he was like, and then it was just my friend. My friend ordered me this pizza, and the delivery driver was like, oh okay, all right. And
Practical jokes on friends.
So the driver gave him the pizza, and then he came back into the room and was like, you fucking whore.
Ow!
Wow.
Okay, I was wondering what the challenge was supposed to be here. That ain't friendly.
Were you just smushed by a spaceship?
UFO.
What?
I don't even think these UFOs are real.
Oh my.
Okay, unidentified flying objects are definitely real, because it's literally an unidentified flying object.
Okay, how am I supposed to avoid that? Thank you. Snatcher! Tell me, Snatcher, how am I supposed to avoid that?
I was not sure what just happened. Did you just jump into a void?
No, I got crushed by the thing. Can't I do something about that?
Okay, it's not a UFO though, because you've identified it as a spaceship.
It is certainly... Can't I do something about that? Now, where am I going?
Okay,
Where
anyway, yeah,
am I
Z
going?
was talking about her big practical joke.
It was just like cheeky fun. You know, he comes in and he's like, you fucking whore, and I was like, what? What did I do? What did that old me do?
Yeah, the one time I ever went on a big practical joke, I don't know, did I ever tell you guys about the lunchbox incident?
I don't know if I've heard
I don't
any
think so.
such thing about a lunchbox.
Okay, so, about 9th grade, I was a relatively new kid, and I was trying to make friends with these girls, so I sat with them at lunch, and I was the only one who was still bringing my own lunch, like, in a lunch bag. They're like those, those cooler lunch bags.
Mhm.
And they got into their minds, they thought it'd be funny if they kept stealing my juice box. Yeah, like
Hey!
like when I
Oh,
wasn't
that's
looking.
bad news.
Okay,
Oh.
when I was looking, they'd swipe my juice box, and then they'd give it back to me in the weirdest way, like, hey, you took my juice box. Well, I don't have it, and they show their empty hands, and they pass it to the next person on their table, and I'm like, guys, I know what you're doing, and I just don't know why. and it was, they eventually gave it back, and they didn't drink the juice, but it was getting really annoying because it was happening every lunch. Like, okay, this is stupid. I want this to end, and clearly, just asking nicely is not helping. So I needed to change my approach. And for context, I have a snake collection.
A snake collection.
Rubber snakes.
Okay.
I was into snakes for a time. Like, I collect anything snake-like. I get snake books, rubber snakes, stuffed snakes. Anyway, so one morning I got my rubber snakes and I put them in my lunch bag, and methodically wrapping one of them around my juice box. Now the lunch bag opened up from the top with a zipper, so you couldn't see right away what was in there just by looking at it. So I just eat lunch and I'm just minding my own business, and then I just say, oh, 1 second, I'm just gonna go throw away this napkin on the other side of the room. And I come, and I conveniently leave my bag open just a smidge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I come back, and the girls are like, they're just like, the snakes are like flying in their hands. And yeah, and they're like, why do you have snakes in your lunch bag? Why is your hand in my lunch bag?
Question.
So after that, they just never did it anymore. I think they understood, like, hey, if you prank me, I'm gonna retaliate. And technically, I couldn't even get in trouble for it because they were in my own bag.
Come on, I gotta be able to do something about this, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
So yeah, that was me. That was me standing up for myself in the most creative way possible. Like, okay,
Oh,
if
yeah.
just saying please stop doesn't work, then you've chosen. I can't say death.
I was extremely
What? You mean I
passive
can't
and
go out of the boundary with the who and the peace and tranquility is available now? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Can you just give me the thing already?
Again, this is like when I faced Captain Hook. Too many things are blocking your way.
Oh my gosh. I was way too passive as
Pay
a
the
child. If somebody pranked me, I was just like, haha, great, funny guys.
Yeah, it wasn't really until high school that that I started really standing up for myself and started realizing the people who were bullying me were just bored. Like, it was like all I was doing was going to my locker to get my books, and the bullies are over there like, hey, why do you keep going to your locker in between classes? To get my stuff. And they're like, ha 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 ha. I'm like, where was the joke there?
Where
No,
was
like-
the joke?
I know, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are really just looking for something to do because you're bored, even if it's something so stupid. Because there was really nothing funny about that.
What's
Yeah.
funny? What's funny about utilizing your locker? Like, is it because it's the
To get your books for the next class.
I know, but like, you guys, so many. I know a lot of kids like tend to just carry their books everywhere, but I never really saw that as the cool thing to do.
They're too
It was
heavy
just
for all that.
like a convenience thing. But yeah, I would like whenever I would often like map out my route like based on where my locker is. You know?
Okay, let's-
And then I would like try and like think about what kind of books do I need to grab before heading to this class so I can get to the next class on time and blah 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 blah, you know,
Come
and all that.
on.
Like I utilize my freaking locker. That's what it's there for.
I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, Comet keeps getting whooped by
Sorry.
that.
Yeah, it's all
I'm just
that.
getting completely brained by these wrecking balls. I
not
can't.
brains.
like a wrecking ball.
I would say pulverized.
Never felt so hard enough.
Well, that time you just missed a balloon.
Okay. Something's gotta give. I swear. Ow! Stop it!
But anyway, like from then on, I realized, you know what? They're not worth my time. Like their intelligence level is so low, I shouldn't really take anything they say to heart.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Like there were these kids, I'm not sure if they were legitimately just like, you know, trying to be nice to me because I was the quiet kid or something. I have no freaking idea, but like these freaking like brosive sort of like boys in my science class. Don't remember which science class, but like one of them sat in front of me and like I had like these like grips for my pens. You know, these decorative like glittery grips. It makes it, you know, to make him like a little more comfortable to write. Yeah, I use them
Yeah, I
for
know
my
pencils.
pens and my pencils and stuff.
Yeah, I used that in second grade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wait a
They
minute.
were
like-
making fun of you for that?
No, they weren't making fun of me. What happened was I was using one of my grips for my
Okay,
pencil.
I've almost got the solution
And, like-
down pat.
Oh, you were so close that time!
Yeah. Yeah, and like okay.
That's the
And like
ticket.
I was using one of the grips for my pencil and I was writing and stuff and like one of the boys and like the boy that like sat in front of me like looked behind me and was like
Alright.
oh what is that? And I was like, oh, it's a pencil grip. And he was like, He was like, "Oh, cool. Can I see it?" And I was like, "Sure. Just don't break it." He was like, "All right." And like he was like, you know, looking at it and like, you know, playing with it and stuff. And then I hear a pop, and like he made a face. And I was like,
I'm
oh,
sorry,
he
but
broke it to me. And it wasn't like a face. It wasn't a face of like it was more of a face of, oh shit, you know, one of those faces. You know, and I was like, oh, he broke it, didn't he? Like in my head, that's what I was thinking. And then he tried, and like he gave it back to me, and he tried to hide that he broke it by like, you know, trying to line up the crack and stuff, you know, to make it seem like it wasn't broken. Then of course I looked at it, and of course there was like a huge break. There was like a huge little break at the end of it, and I was like, yep, there it is.
Oh man. Okay, so Bella says, I was made fun of because I decorated my locker with dragon stickers. The girls just come up to me and say, Bella, if you keep this up, you're going to become a lesbian. Ninth grade. You know, I was made fun of for dragons too. Well, actually I was made fun of because I liked to pretend I had a pet dragon in my backyard. So I think they were mostly making fun of me for childish fantasies. I was wanted.
What the hell do dragons and lesbians have to do with each other?
Because it's a boy thing.
Feminine, Nathan. It's not feminine to like dragons.
Okay, this is why the dragon in my book is a girl. Like, I have a boy fairy, a boy unicorn, a girl dragon, just to change things up a bit.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my brother went through a fairy phase, and he didn't want any of his friends knowing. Like, what? You like fairies, so? And then he ended up being a brony, and then he decided, you know, I'm proud of what I like.
Yay. Man, I like people who just like what they like, because then they just seem more genuine to me.
Like I like Barbies. I also like dragons, and occasionally like to play with race cards.
Yeah. There you go. Girls and boys can like both stereotypically girl things and
Give me the heart.
stereotypically
Give me
boy
the heart.
things.
Give me the heart. Thank God. Okay. For a minute, I thought I was actually gonna die.
Like, it doesn't freaking matter. I don't know why it matters to some people.
I didn't know why they decide what is the boy or girl thing. Because once upon a time, horses were a boy thing.
That's weird.
In fact, that is what they told the creator of My Little Pony, that girls don't like horses. They like to cook and clean. Nobody likes to clean, by the way. Nobody. Nobody likes to clean, boy or girl. It's a necessity, but no one likes it.
Yeah. There are people who find it relaxing, but I don't see anybody who's like, you know, itching at the seams to like get house cleaning done.
Unless they like OCD.
Yeah.
Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, like and also ballet. Once upon a time, only men could dance it, and now it's considered a girly thing.
Yeah. So yeah. Next time somebody
was a guy thing, and now anytime a guy acts, they're assumed to be gay. Like, you know, who decides these things?
I don't know.
And don't forget, men used to wear tights.
That's right.
And heels.
And pink used to be a boy color.
Yeah, now I have. Oh, I remember I had a coworker at a nursery school who, like this little boy who's like 18 months or something, and he has his own. All the kids have their own cups, and his parents got them this pink sippy cup, and my coworker, an adult, says, "Why do you have a pink cup? You're not a girl." Like, seriously?
Don't say that to a child.
She kept making so many backhanded comments like that eventually I told the manager about it. Hey, look, when she's telling me stuff like how you're gonna cook for your husband if you don't learn how to cook, I can take it, but the kids is another story.
That's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be forced to cook just because you're a woman. Like you should cook because you find it fun, and or
Yeah.
you know, and or
What
it's
was
a
worse?
necessity because you
All right.
live by yourself or whatever.
Okay, what was worse is that my mom was dropping me off of work one day, and my coworker went to talk to my mom, asking her why I didn't know how to cook, and my mom's just like, "What?" Okay, and bear in mind, my mom is a stay-at-home mom, so even she's like, "Okay, I decided to stay at home. That was my choice, though. I never said you guys had you had to stay at home when you get married or something."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
seriously.
I've seen guys cook as well. And the funny thing is that most of the chefs you see are guys.
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
famous
yeah.
chefs are guys. One of the most famous ones in the world, Gordon Ramsay, is very much a dude.
Yeah, so in the professional world, it's mostly
I mean,
the
that
guys
was a conflict in
dominating the cooking
Ratatouille. It's a It's a man's dominated world. It's like being a
Yeah.
chef. So like that was a whole.
Yes,
That was a whole thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Men can cook
And it is
professionally, but
a
not in the home.
male-dominated world. Like, name a female chef right now.
You'd be hard pressed to do so. Not impossible, just very hard pressed.
Yeah. Yeah, my brother's a better cook than I am. And he knits.
I mean,
And he has a girlfriend, so no, he's not gay.
oh shit.
So
Damn.
just let them do them.
Knitting slabs. I mean, it's too tedious for me.
When we went to Universal, and you know where they have the Harry Potter world,
Yeah.
and yeah, he knitted us all Hogwarts scarf.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and for each of our houses. It helped we were all four of us were different houses.
Yes, there we go.
Gryffindor,
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Ravenclaw did a Hufflepuff for me. Conveniently, Hufflepuff was also my college's color. Yellow and black.
Hey.
I could wear it at my graduation.
Yay.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm a Gryffindor. My sister is a Ravenclaw. And then my little brother, the sweetest, most freaking passive little boy
Whoa.
in the entire freaking
Slytherin?
world
Finally.
is Slytherin.
My mom's a Slytherin.
Like we're all different. We're all different houses.
Got that. Got that timepiece. Finally.
Oh, I remember
jeez.
when I went to, like, my aunt and I went to that Warner Brothers studio tour, and we went to the section with all the Harry Potter stuff, and one of the employees had like the sorting hat, and you know, I was wearing my Hufflepuff robe from the Harry Potter world, like I came prepared, and then, like oh well, let's see if you get into Hufflepuff, and I know it's probably a random thing, but I'm still glad that I came up with Hufflepuff. Conscientious and hardworking. Better be Hufflepuff. Yeah, that honestly does kind of sum me up perfectly.
All right. This
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah, I'll be going up there and be like, I took the official test by she who shall not be named. So I will not accept anything other than Gryffindor.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
your
oh,
best.
I almost. Okay, oh yeah, in the gift shop at the end, and I was wearing my robe from Universal, and you're like, oh, you gonna buy the robe too? No, I got this from Universal. Look, I have pictures of me on the tour wearing it at the time. Okay. I'm like, I came prepared. But they were selling the same robes there too. You know, also I could have showed them the tag which said Universal Studios. So.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, I mostly just wanna make my own shit or like buy from like Etsy or something, so I'm not directly supporting the franchise, because then it'll support J.K. Rowling, and I don't wanna. Nope, I don't wanna deal with that.
Yeah, that's a sad thing.
How do you separate the? It's one of those things about like. How do you separate your love of the thing from the author? themselves?
Okay, for the record, we went to the whole Harry Potter world thing before that whole thing came.
Yeah.
But even so, like, but I still love Harry Potter.
I know. I do too. I want to go to Hogwarts.
Okay, harassment is one thing.
Not for like the
Penguin
adventure, not like for the adventure shit, but to like actually learn shit, you know?
What? No, I'm talking about the level here.
But
What
I
do
was
you
talking
mean
about
what's
something
a
totally
Hufflepuff?
different.
What?
I was
hell?
talking about going to Hogwarts.
Oh jeez, hang on. Where?
Like I want to actually go to
Where am
Hogwarts to
I?
learn, not to like have adventures with Harry or anything. No, I just
Uh,
want to go there.
hey, who was it? Who didn't like reach the age 11 and wait for their letter from Hogwarts? You know that was a fantasy.
Yeah, that was fantasy.
Yeah.
Alright.
I also wanted to be part of the kids next door.
Oh my gosh, I have a story.
Yeah.
So like, okay, so you know,
Wait,
I
before you
took-
tell that, I think they need context because Bella's wondering what happened with JK. I know she said something on Twitter. I just don't know what.
so apparently she is a TERF, which basically what a TERF is that they don't think that trans women are real women.
Transphobic,
Which is
particularly
which
on
for
the
anyone who doesn't realize is a dick move.
Yeah. Yeah, and she kept saying, "Oh no, I'm not transphobic, but," and just like, no, but,
Don't say
no but. She said but. She's like, I'm not transphobic, but that's basically what she said. That's
Okay,
basically
how can I
what
just
her
keep
statement
running
was.
up the same wall and failing upward?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
think that's the worst kind. Whenever they say, "Oh, I'm not prejudiced," while they're actively being prejudiced,
Yeah.
like at least the loudmouths are like acknowledge that they're being hateful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good.
that's the worst kind. The ones in denial.
Yeah.
Actually, that kind of language though is probably part of one of my favorite vines or TikToks, I guess. And it's not to be racist or anything, but I really like chicken nuggets. What does that have to do with racism? Well, I said I wasn't being racist.
Ah.
I said I wasn't being racist.
Admittedly, I was probably one of those people. Well, on the sense that I was homophobic and didn't realize it, but mostly because I didn't understand myself at the time.
Yeah, same.
You know, my brother Lemon has made the excellent observation that some of the most active like homophobes are probably people who haven't realized they were homosexual yet.
Yeah,
Or bi
and
or
I realized
something like that, you know?
The problem was I could barely picture heterosexuality, so anything else was like,
What the
how can you
hell?
even have kids?
Oh shit! Now you gotta throw rockets at me? No, wait, stop doing that. Wait, no, I gotta solve this puzzle.
I mean, my logic was, well, it's okay if you're gonna have kids, right? And but then like, but how do you have kids out of that?
Oh,
So I
jeez.
didn't get it.
What? Wait.
Anyway,
What?
anyways,
Where am I?
what was
no,
your story?
No, stop.
Basically,
Stop.
basically, so we were talking about like, you know, when you turned 11, you're waiting for your letter from Hogwarts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was a kid, I thought I was Hufflepuff for like the longest freaking time, you know? Cause I saw myself as this like, you know, cheerful, friendly sort of person. That's what Hufflepuff was. But
cheerful and friendly.
Yeah, but then like a few years later, when I was like an adult, before the whole like, you know, J.K. Rowling transphobia thing came out and all that,
Come on, just
I
yes.
I made an account on the official website made by J.K. Rowling to see what house I was in. and like I took the test and it said I was in Gryffindor, and I was like, no, there's no way, I'm Hufflepuff. So I made another account with a different email, and then I took the test again and it said Gryffindor again. I was like, no.
Who hasn't done that? Admittedly, like taking the quiz again under a different account.
Ooh, I
no.
better use the time preview.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I was like,
those
no,
things
there's no way in hell that I'm a Gryffindor, all right? Okay, and then like sometime, yeah. And then like sometime later, my sister had to like go change her clothes or something at her house, and we saw this turtle like cowering in its shell on the road, like at
Shite, come on.
like during
come
rush
back on.
hour, where everybody is like coming home from work, and my sister sees this and she's like, oh, we gotta go and get that turtle, and so we go and we get the turtle off the road, but then the turtle, like, of course we didn't know this at the time, but turtles will have like a one-track mind, and they will like continue on that path, so you can't just like put it back. You can't just put it back a few feet. Like, you have to help it cross the road. We didn't know that at the time, so the turtle came up on the road again, and like started cowering in its shell because it was scared of the cars. And my sister's like, okay, there's nothing we can do. There's too many cars coming. And all that. It's just gonna have to die. And of course she's like, changing her clothes and stuff. And I was like sitting there, like, I need to save the turtle. I need to save this little turtle. I need to save it. And there are like two cars coming, similar speeds. They're like on both sides of the road, and they're like coming, and I was like, oh shit, I need to act now. I need to go. So I freaking dashed across the road while these freaking cars were coming, and I stopped on the side of the road and was like standing over the turtle, and I was like, people were pissed. They were like yelling at me and stuff, and one woman who was like yelling at me, like, stuck her head out the window, and she saw the turtle, and she was like, oh, you know what, never mind.
That was for the cause.
And I was redirecting traffic and stuff. And like after once it was all clear, I picked up the turtle and helped it cross the road. Apparently, it wanted my grandma's flowers.
That is the only time anyone should ever do something that risky, if it's to save someone's life.
Yeah, and then a few minutes after that, I had this sudden realization of, oh, maybe I am a Gryffindor.
Yeah, it was the opposite for me. I thought I was a Gryffindor, and then turned out I was a Hufflepuff, which kind of makes sense. It's like they're like Hufflepuffs are like loyal and hardworking. I'm like, yeah, kind of. I mean, look at all the 20 different projects I have.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now, what do I have to do?
Now I think of myself as a Gryffindor who has Hufflepuff tendencies.
Okay, what? Okay.
There's some kind of...
Yaoi Piglet says, would you say that the Harry Potter house thing is like sexuality? Like, you know what house you are meant to be in and you won't let anyone tell your mind? Wow.
Change your mind, I think is what he means.
Well.
I guess so.
I guess it is kind of like one of those enlightenment moments. There's two different theories in Buddhism that it's something you realize in yourself or something you work towards. And sometimes I feel like some things like sexuality, I think is something you just gotta realize for yourself.
Yeah.
Whenever that might be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even sexuality isn't like that. Identity isn't that solid. Yeah, like of course, because I went from straight to bi to demi, and now I'm pan. So here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, well, even so, like, you kind of went on a journey thinking about, well, is this what I am? I'll identify this for now, and then something will come along and change your mind. Well, in my case, I went from heteromantic asexual to biromantic asexual.
Yeah.
And like, but in this moment, this is what I feel like I am.
Yeah. In this moment, this is how I feel, and I'm going to accept it.
All right. Oh, the timer doesn't start over. Oh, jeez.
No.
That's not good.
So what are you doing? You're like facing a disco boss?
Right now, I'm currently dealing with the time rift. Oops. That's
Let's do the time.
And 20 seconds until self-destruct.
I still don't know the lyrics. I just know it has time in it.
oh, shoot.
I thought DF said they became a fireman. Oh my gosh, Piglet. Yes, DF
I
is a
became
fireman.
fireman?
Yeah. Apparently that's what they
Well,
what they saw you say.
One, no, yeah, one. I went. Okay, one I identify as a female, so.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
In fact, I remember I went to an LGBT meetup. This was like before the pandemic, and well, it was like a tabletop thing, and, and like, hey, is this the meetup group? And they're like, are you gay? Well, I'm a biromantic asexual. Oh, so you're really queer.
Oh, so you're really queer.
Yeah. And then the
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah, and then of course the requirements they ask about pronouns, like, oh, just she, nothing special in that department.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. God, there was like this. Okay, like last year I think there was like this 30-year-old dude. There was like this 30-year-old dude who like tried to tell me that my sexuality wasn't real. He was like, he was a bisexual man, and I told him I was demisexual because that's what I identified as at the time. And he was trying to tell me, oh my gosh, all these kids with their newfangled sexualities, and I was like, I
hate it when it's within the community too. That's
yeah.
Like I remember one of my roommates. She said that, you know, I'm starting to think I might be demisexual. I'm like, and I was wondering when you were gonna tell me. Like, wait, what? Well, I kind of suspected because you kind of that you were somewhere on the spectrum because you kind of voiced the same things as me. But of course, I wasn't gonna say anything because that's something you need to figure out. And then she had another friend who, oh boy, even so, I still think she was very toxic. But yeah, like I don't remember what she identified as, but she was saying how demisexuality wasn't a real thing, and which is why I kept insisting I don't think you should be hanging out with her. It's like it's not a jealous friend thing. She's really toxic.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, it's the absolute worst when it's within the community. It's the worst thing. Especially also the worst thing is when you meet like a gay transphobe. That's the worst thing. Like I've seen that, and it's like I can't deal with it.
Yeah. Just to point out, being prejudiced is not just a straight thing.
Intersectionality is, yeah, a beast.
Like anybody is capable of being prejudiced. I know the straight people get most of the rap, but anybody's capable.
Yeah, and straight people are nice too, guys.
Yeah.
I won't
like,
lie.
oh,
unless you
actually,
ask
there
me
was like,
to.
okay, so my sister, I can't remember if she works with this guy or she has a friend who works with this guy, but there was like, but you know, she wanna invite over this one dude bro guy because he was like extremely dude bro. You know, and she isn't into that sort of thing. Anyway, they ended up inviting him over, and he turned out to be super fucking cool. Like he was like super open-minded, but you know, extremely straight guy, but like super open-minded and like super receptive to everything we were talking about. And he was really cool, really chill. And like, well, and the person we weren't worried about was the person we probably should have been worried about, ironically.
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't mind those people who will be asking questions. Like, I know one of my friends got really offended when this one guy was asking questions about asexuality. Like, wait, don't like amoebas? Aren't amoebas asexual? Like, yeah, right. Okay. And my friend was like going off on him, like hey, at least he's trying to understand it, and I'm willing to explain it. Like, he's not just listening. He just never heard it before, and he wants to learn more.
Yeah, I've actually said this on stream before, but sometimes when somebody says something ignorant or insensitive, it's probably because they're new to the community and they don't know what's okay to say and what's not okay to say. So just calmly explain to them that like what they said is hurtful and stuff, and then 9 times out of 10 they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know," and then they'll stop saying it.
Yeah. I mean, I was one of those people. I was confused about a lot of things, including myself. So at least I tried to make an effort to understand.
Oh, bye, Piglet.
Ooh, there's a piece. Later, Piglet.
Hey, 3 hours, yeah.
Woohoo! And we might cut
Okay,
it
I've
off
never heard
soon.
that. I never heard that one. But Bella says, I bet aces get a lot of starfish or sea sponge jokes. I've not heard that one. I've heard the amoeba joke.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
But, like,
and there are actual for real people who insinuate, not completely say, not totally 100% say, but insinuate that if an asexual is just hard R word, they wouldn't be ace.
Okay.
I've heard that before, and I'm just like, no, that's not how that works. Don't do that.
Okay.
That ain't even remotely friendly.
Yeah, like, technically, yes, asexual also means being able to reproduce on your own. Dictionary-wise, that is what it means, but not in this context.
Not in this context. It just means that you'd rather not.
Just kind of averse.
Yeah, like
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not sex repulsed. Like I'm not sex repulsed. Like I'll make sex jokes here and there.
Obviously.
But yeah, obviously. I'd rather not do it myself.
Meanwhile, I kind of am.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, Fizzy, you asked, what's the amoeba joke? Okay, so, you know, amoeba are those little organisms that reproduce on their own without the sex stuff. Yeah, they reproduce through mitosis, and so that means they reproduce asexually, and so that's why when people say they're asexual, like, so you like reproduce through mitosis? In fact, I think that was an Alistair fan comic where Angel's like, so you're asexual? Why, yes. But doesn't asexual also mean, yes, I also reproduce through mitosis. You should see it. It's quite thrilling.
I imagine it would look very impressive.
I'm like, you know what? That's actually the best answer I've heard to that.
Oh my gosh.
It's like the stigma is like, the thing is like, people, we really need to be in a better and nicer world because jokes like that are legitimately funny, you know? It's like, and you want to be in an environment where people can casually joke about it because everybody's in on the joke, you know? It's not like, because you don't want to be mean about it, you just want to make people laugh. is the real
yeah.
Yeah, reproduce on your own. Yeah, yes, Cosmic. I know it doesn't make sense for humans. It doesn't happen with humans. That's why people are like, sorry, you're like a
not with that attitude.
Not with that attitude. Oh, you know what? You know what? Fun fact about Deadpool: if you cut him like perfectly in half, like 2 of him will like grow.
Is that
Yeah.
okay? Oh wow.
So yeah, that's one way Deadpool can reproduce.
Okay.
Just cut him perfectly in
wow.
half.
Why would he want to though? Wouldn't his baby be like the super tumor or something and like die instantly?
I don't know why.
No.
If
you like you know how Deadpool has like a regenerating ability.
Yes, and it's
Yeah.
and part of it is because he had to find a cure for his cancer and he was desperate. So he's a walking, talking tumor.
I do remember. Oh, I remember that one scene. I think it was in Deadpool 2, where like we're like that one ex gal. I forget what her name is, but she came in with her girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're like that's your girlfriend? Yeah, you got a problem with that? Oh no, it's not the fact that you have a girlfriend. I just didn't think it would be Pinkie Pie for My Little Pony.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the best part about Deadpool is he is extremely pan.
Yeah, and Fizzy's saying I made a pan joke a while back and I'm not proud of it. Now I know better. I know what kind of jokes you mean, because it's either a joke
Are you attracted to frying pans?
Yeah, like one of my roommates was pansexual, so that's where I learned a lot of that. But yeah, like the jokes about a frying pan or a pan the god. Yeah, those are the ones.
Are you attracted to frying pans? This is one I hear a lot, and I'm just like, stop. That joke's old. You are not original, my friend.
They asked me, well, if you're not attracted to humans, are you attracted to animals? Like, no.
That's not how that works.
Attracted to no one, not even the animals. Come on. I'm not a
I'm attracted.
zoophile. I'm not a zoophile.
Like,
that's a thing.
And a lot of people who like don't think outside the binary are like then aren't you bi? And I'm just like, no. I and no, I actively don't really see gender, so I'm pansexual.
Admittedly, I was a little confused on that point too. My pansexual roommate, she explained it the best way for me. It's like, oh, okay, so you know how you're attracted to nobody, yeah? And you don't want to have sex with anybody, right? Yeah. Well, I want to have sex with everybody. Well, that's the way she put it.
Well, I want to have sex with everybody.
No, I imagine she didn't mean literally everybody. She could just potentially be attracted to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone.
Yeah. With me, it could be a he, could be a she, could be a they, could be a what was it? Z?
Gender fluid, maybe?
G? Or gender fluid, like, and I think that those pronouns are like Z or something like that. G?
Or
like,
intersex. People seem to forget that even even just at birth, it's not just boy and girl.
Mm-hmm. Like, I honestly don't care, and in fact, I lean more towards people who are androgynous more than I am people who are like strictly binary.
Hold on, I remember Bella made an ace joke. Oh god, did I? I hope it wasn't rude. You know, I don't even remember it, so probably not. There's some of these jokes I don't mind, like the whole thing about the cake and the garlic bread. That's at least kind of harmless.
Yeah, that's funny. That's straight up funny. Like, I really like making jokes where I'm just
honestly,
I really like making jokes where I'm just
honestly,
like, I'm gonna take you to my room, and we're gonna have hot, steamy garlic bread.
Honestly, that is what I'd rather be doing, so it's not wrong.
Netflix and chill, but instead of sex, you literally just hang out. You know,
Oh, like,
the
I
literal
remember
definition of chill.
Yeah.
We're gonna sit in a freezer for.
I don't know
for an
if
hour.
I don't know if anyone remembers when I was writing a fanfic where, like, I was just figuring myself out, so I wrote a fanfic where Rainbow Dash was discovering she was ace. Like, obviously this was before Rainbow Dash and Applejack were implied to be a thing, but like I had her dating Zoran, and you know, they just come out for a date, and Rainbow's like, you know, I don't want this date to end. You want to come in, play some video games or basketball or something? Yeah, okay. He's like, you want to save it? Yeah, we'll play some video games. That is kind of how I want it to go. Like, yeah, let's play a game. Like Monopoly.
2 minutes and 0 seconds until self-destruct.
I really haven't done myself any favors. I've been running around this place.
Oh my god, I have not heard that joke. Bella, have you guys ever heard of the pandemic joke? Pan-demi romantic. It's time for the pandemies to rise.
Aha!
But
Should we be offended by that?
I don't know.
I think it's funny.
Because technically there is a rise in all this.
Oh boy, where do I go from? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Where do we go now?
I also had this theory that Pinkie Pie was pansexual or something close to that.
I mean, why wouldn't she be?
I mean, that.
To be
I think
honest,
most
why
people
wouldn't she
like,
be?
Yeah, that adds up.
She hugs everybody.
Why wouldn't she be pan?
I
That just matches her like absolutely insane personality perfectly.
And her
which is
color
why I
scheme,
absolutely
apparently.
accept. Which is why I absolutely accept the canon that
It also matches
that
her
Deadpool is
color.
pan.
It matches her color scheme too. I didn't even think about it.
Oh, it does. Oh my god, it does.
40
Oh my god.
seconds until self-destruct.
Yeah, like
Pink,
somebody
blue, and
had,
yellow.
Like,
Oh my god, yeah.
yeah, someone had like matched the pony color schemes to the pride flags, and like Twilight was the bi flag.
Yep.
Yes, I accept it.
I'd buy that too. I mean, well, it's clear that she is into guys, and well, some part of me really hoped for Twilight and Sunset. So.
Amen.
9, 8,
Oh my gosh.
7, 6, 5.
Oh yeah, the 7-year-old babysit really ships Twidash.
Goodbye.
And there
She
goes.
read the books. That's her logic.
They did both read the books.
Yeah, like, well, that's pretty good logic actually for a ship.
I guess it'll just
I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart. To
Somebody commissioned me to draw a Twidash, to draw a Twidash pig, and you know what? You know what? Never mind. I lied. That wasn't a commission. In fact, I don't even think I drew it. I think somebody sketched it, and then I vectored it. That's right. That's what happened. I'm remembering things completely wrong.
Wait, is that right? The pansexual flag is going through some changes right now.
What? Really? Is
How
it?
should I know?
What kind of
I don't
changes?
know. I don't know what's wrong. What's wrong with pink?
It
yellow,
depends
and
on the
blue? Let's look
changes.
together.
I think the
Should I riot?
I think the pansexual flag is figuring itself out, guys. It just needs some time to get itself to understand who it is, really.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I got the ace flag, which I don't know where the purple comes from, but I'm not objecting to it. I mean, purple's a unique color.
No, right, one more.
I really like the asexual flag colors. Just saying, like, they're like aesthetically pleasing to me.
They are
Yeah,
very
and if you
I think
if
there's
you see-
plenty of characters with that color palette too.
Mhm.
Spider
Yeah,
with the
and if
top
you've
half
seen
of
the-
Star versus.
If you've seen the Ace's Wild comic that I've been dubbing,
It's
that's
basically
how the
in
color
those
scheme is mostly
colors.
purple.
Oh, cosmic. They're
Yeah.
just like cosmic. They're just like fun little theories that we have. We're not assuming anybody's sexuality, and not only that, they're fictional characters.
Oh yeah.
We're just having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides, if there were anything to go based on the canon, it's only what the canon confirms, what the canon does not deny is perfectly and completely canon. For example, what we do know for a fact is that Applejack and Rainbow Dash are definitely gay.
Well,
Okay.
at least they like girls to some points.
But what they have not confirmed is whether either of them are bisexual or demi or pan or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the one thing they did not confirm nor deny. That's the thing when it comes to what is or isn't canon. Basically, it can be rewritten by anyone at a moment's notice, especially in a show like My Little Pony, which goes through so many writers and doesn't have the most, like, it did have a show Bible initially, but then Lauren got kicked off the show, and so that mattered less.
Oh yes, thank you. Someone called me out on using the old lesbian flag, which was apparently created by a transphobic. I had no idea, to be clear.
I mean, my brother had to tell me, like, you
Old
do realize
What's
that
the old lesbian flag? It
It's
better
a-
not be the orange, white, and pink one.
No, it's the one with the more homogeneous color scheme where they're all more in the same tone.
It was the
Okay.
one that has a lot of pinks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But which one was
and
it
I
to
heard
you?
and I
Because
heard the
not that
lipstick
one or that one.
I heard the lipstick lesbian flag.
Yeah, that's the
lipstick
one
lesbian
that's
flag,
the one
was
they're talking about.
Yeah.
I was not using the lipstick one.
Well, then you're
Okay,
you're pretty
but
good.
here's the thing: I got called off for not using the lesbian flag at all, so I can't win. It was not the lipstick one. It was the same color scheme, but it didn't have the lipstick one. And think someone else was saying, "Oh no, that one's fine. It's the one that has the lipstick thing on it. That's the problem."
Well, now I'm more
Yeah,
confused.
apparently it got
Now I'm way more
it
confused.
got claimed by TERFs, and that's the worst. TERFs are the
Okay.
worst.
Oh yeah. Will we be seeing more Aces Wild dubs? Yep. I was hoping to get some more out this month since it is Pride Month. Which leads to another question. I might need some other voice actor help. There's just so many characters.
Oh, can I try out
I can
for?
only
Can I
use so
try
many
out
different
for?
voices.
I've been trying to get back into voice acting since I've actually gotten better since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pansexual characters have shown up yet, for the record. I do have a demi one that's coming up soon.
You know what? Yes.
Yeah. And of course, I can't do guy voices.
Well, I may not fit the bill for anything, but I'm here if you ever need anything.
Do you mind playing an Aero?
Not at all.
Yeah. The one about being aromantic. Like, so I hear you and this girl are getting all cozy. Like you were touching each other and stuff. So you dating? No. Wait. So you saying I can't touch someone unless I have a crush on them? That sounds incredibly sad and lonely.
That seems incredibly sad and lonely.
How dare you tell someone how to not live their life or to how dare?
Oh, so
that's it.
Cosmic Girl.
I'm gonna throw the whole race. I'm getting sick and tired of running around in circles and seeing no results.
Alright, so Cosmic Trail says people thought Luz from the Owl House was Ace because of her shirt.
Because her shirt is
I mean,
purple and white. Yeah.
I mean, you can't dismiss it entirely.
No, but at the same time, it's like sometimes a color palette is created by accident. It's like, oh, I didn't realize that's what I was doing.
like the reason I didn't want to write off Rainbow Dash.
They're pretty.
The reason I didn't want to write off Rainbow Dash was gay is because, well, just because she's rainbow and because she acts like a tomboy doesn't mean she's a lesbian. I mean, isn't that kind of stereotyping?
Yeah, it's a little bit stereotyping.
I mean,
I don't mind her being with Applejack. Just I didn't kind of want to.
Yeah, I don't mind her. I don't mind her, being with Applejack. I don't mind her being with Soren. I don't mind. I really don't.
I mean, if you really put it out there, it's like, you're gonna come across someone who willingly or accidentally
Color scheme isn't
perfectly
everything.
fills
Luz
the
is confirmed by.
stereotype.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
When it said Luz is confirmed by, I am happy about this.
I mean, of course Luz is confirmed by. I mean, she did show she was really into that really hunky guy, like in episode 2 or something.
Both of the twins.
And then.
Like...
Yeah, and then of course there's Amity. Don't forget about that.
Amity is a walking disaster.
Is my queen.
Oh
my god.
Can it, also because Dana Terrace herself is bisexual, she wanted a bisexual main character.
I mean, yeah, I'm all for that. I'm like, I didn't even think. I just didn't think they were gonna do it.
I mean,
Oh my God.
you'd think the prom episode would have been where it ended, but then the very next episode, Amity's a walking gay disaster.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah, she
oh
could
my
be-
God,
she could
I
be
need
bi-
them to end up together. Good
End
God.
up,
That's
nay,
like,
they need to
this
start.
This is the one time where I won't accept a ship to not be canon.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I don't want them.
that's my next podcast episode.
Yeah, but honestly,
The
I
Owl
don't
House.
want them to end up together. I want them to start together before the show ends. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's a
'cause
trend
shows
with.
usually
I mean,
end
the fact
in-
of the matter is, it's also a trend with some heterosexual relationships too. It's like they keep teasing people about it, and it's like, nobody likes their favorite ship to be like dragged out for no reason. It's just painful for everybody involved.
Yeah, they almost ended the Kim Possible series as soon as Ron and Kim got together, and
Are
then
you
they had
kidding?
that one extra season.
That was the plan. They
Yeah.
even lampshaded it by referencing some soap opera in universe about like if those two characters
Yeah.
got together, it would end the series. so,
Yeah.
so at
Okay.
least they were aware of what they were doing in a certain extent.
Yeah, Fizzy, you're right. Like, Luce could be by Ace, but the thing is, okay, the problem with asexual representation is that you can't really do it in the kids' media, because then you'd have to explain what sex is.
Yeah. So everybody in the house, we stand Todd from BoJack.
We
Yeah,
stand Todd
yeah.
from BoJack. God, he's my boy.
I've not watched that show, but I did see, like Watch Mojo had like a top 10 LGBT couples, and then they had this guy and girl who were Ace and BoJack Horseman. Like, the
Yeah.
fact that they've included asexuality in the LGBT thing makes me so happy.
Exactly. Because
There's so many assholes who like try to say that like asexuals aren't part of
'Cause-
the LGBT, and I'm sitting here like,
especially since it's a hetero romantic couple. I see that. And
The
so,
thing is,
but they still count because they're both ace.
Yeah, when you put it all together, it's LGBTQ plus. Emphasis on the plus. It's an inclusive community. At least it should be. Be inclusive. Be inclusive.
yeah, and people are like nobody's gonna care if you don't want to have sex, and I'm just like, I beg to differ, my friend.
Yeah, funny story. Like, people want to hear about the novel I'm working on. Yeah, that one. I accidentally made one of my characters asexual in a middle grade book, and I'm like, because I sent it to one of my beta readers. She's she's not a super close friend, but she was telling me, oh, I love how you made an asexual character in a middle grade book, but you made it so you made it so kids can understand it. I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, well, you were talking about this this unicorn who was talking about how we were unable to have kids, but we'll help raise my sister's kid. And I'm like, oh, well, mostly because his partner was a boy, but wow, I didn't even think about that. Like, well, I guess he's Ace.
This is his life now.
This is canon now.
Yeah,
This is
like,
canon now.
like I swear that will happen sometimes when my characters just will tell me their sexual or gender identity later.
Oh, I remember. Okay, so SpongeBob was confirmed to be asexual, like by the creator, like years back.
Please, no, I don't want him to be an ace icon. I hate SpongeBob.
And isn't that more scientific?
Okay, let me-
And isn't that more from the scientific angle of how sponges work in general, anyway?
Again, yes, and
Yeah.
also he's
Yeah,
dumb.
and, but then recently, oh god, who owns SpongeBob now? I know Nickelodeon.
Yes,
Like,
yes, Bella, you just heard gay unicorn. Actually, no, he's technically not gay. He's pan-romantic. I haven't gone into that.
he's me.
Yeah, like I haven't gone into that in the first book. Well, mostly because all I mentioned is that he had a male partner who's now deceased. Sorry, spoilers.
Uh-oh.
Well, he will reveal it. It's not like a big plot point, but
Yeah, but anyway, like it was confirmed by the creator years ago that he was asexual, probably mostly because of the science stuff. But then like
I hate that.
Recently, I want to say like a year ago or something, who like I keep forgetting who owns SpongeBob now. I know Nickelodeon, but like is it Viacom?
I mean,
Is it Viacom?
you know,
I don't care. I don't follow SpongeBob.
it hardly
but anyways,
matters.
like the current owners of SpongeBob were like, oh, he's gay. And of course that pissed off asexual fans of the show. But I'm sitting here like, okay, I
don't want him to belong to anything.
I know this was probably a corporate decision, and there was like no thought or like heart put into that decision. But what if he's gay ace? I was like the only one in the conversation where like, what if he's both?
Plus,
You
we
know-
sometimes use gay. We sometimes use gay as an umbrella term when we don't want to go into long-winded
You know, the funny thing about that is that if you watch SpongeBob and you take some of the romantically inclined jokes at face value, SpongeBob would be gay, like dead up.
Yeah,
I
straight up.
don't
Straight up
really
he's
care
gay.
though, because the guys, I don't know. I never liked SpongeBob because he was just so stupid and mindless.
I mean, that's the appeal.
He's not that
I know.
stupid. I mean,
He's not. Yeah, he's not
he-
that.
he's mo-
he's
I-
not.
I think the best way to describe him is childish. But
He's
he's
very
not stupid.
He's very childish, very naive.
Not the appealing
Uh,
childish for me. I'm sorry.
I suppose.
That's fine. But for people like me and I assume Nathan, you like SpongeBob?
Oh, the show is hilarious. It's got great shorts. The characters are so much fun. Yeah, SpongeBob's great. SpongeBob's fun.
Yeah. But for people like me and Nathan, we find him charming. We find his childish nature to be charming, and all that.
Okay, but there's only so much levels of stupidity.
Patrick is the stupid one. Of the two, Patrick's the stupid one.
Which
I mean,
not really saying much for
SpongeBob
I'm
is definitely
sorry.
naive enough to believe that Patrick's the smart one. But but I wouldn't call that stupidity. He's just very, very naive.
Okay, but okay. Well, yeah. Well, anyway, I don't care what he is. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean-
jeez. That's
Yeah, and he has a good
horrifying.
heart. And he has a good heart. That's also very appealing.
Like I told you, there was some controversy with saying that Alistair was asexual. Like, well, one thing, because he's a psychopath. Like, well, also we're in hell, so naturally everyone in the show is gonna have some vice.
Yeah.
And let's be real. Anybody's capable of evil.
And besides, I
Not
think,
people.
and besides, isn't it better that, especially since the show takes place in hell, that his vice is he's a psychopath and not? Makes you think, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. Think of the perspective.
Yeah.
Think of how it would look as if Alistair was asexual and every character's supposed to have a vice, but that was it. Yeah, that's not a good look.
and
Yeah.
and there's the fact that the fandoms kind of, well, the Alistair fanfics are kind of, well,
Very, very sexual?
yes.
Yeah, and I'm like
Aces
no.
can look, aces can have sex, but I've seen them presented in a way that they just completely ignore the asexuality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My
like,
brain just exploded. Thanks,
I
comic.
I don't mind the romantic fix, but
Fandom's not great.
you're
Yeah,
forgetting
the romantic
one very
fix,
crucial thing.
will be fine, but just as long as you don't ignore the asexual aspect of the
Like it-
character.
Yes. Yes.
So.
Like what I'm doing in my fic right now.
Yay.
Yes. So this is definitely an interesting evening. Where the hell did all those notes come from? Okay. Let's see.
So what were you playing again?
A Hat in Time. A wonderful little game. It's very charming.
I'm sorry. I feel bad because we weren't really talking about it or paying attention.
That's all right. Sure.
I mean,
I got a few levels in there, and you know, it was good talk. Honestly, I loved the conversations we're having here.
Yay.
That is nice artwork, Bella.
Yay.
Yeah. Love how Bella drew me as if I'm about to throw the cake. You about to smush it in my face? Smush the cake in my face! In my little horse face! I'm a clown! I need a pie! That'll do.
I'm not in it. I'm kidding.
Ah, man.
I'm not in it either. I'll bet. That was probably drawn like way before.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, Bella,
But you'll
Bella
note
draws me
that
enough,
a lot of
We all know
these
it's true.
people, in this image are actually like, particularly Fizzy and Bella know each other, and they all know each other like Cosmic and Apple fam through DeviantArt, and of course these live streams. Everybody's always coming and showing up. It's adorable. I love this. Thank you so much, Bella. It's so great. I can't believe I didn't see. I mean, I can believe I didn't see it yesterday, because yesterday I went ahead and had a whole birthday and
Oh my god!
went
But
out.
imagine like a random fucking dragon in the background, just being like, "Hello."
Which reminds me, Bella, I knew you drew that thumbnail for my next song cover, which was supposed to be for the Pacific Islander Heritage Month, but in the last week of it, my throat would not let me sing, so I'm sorry. It's going to be delayed.
Oh man. Yeah, I saw that on DeviantArt. I think I
sing
saw that
How
one
Far I'll
too. Yeah. Oh, man.
I was going to sing it, and then I realized I can't sing in this key, and then I tried singing lower key. Oh, this isn't so bad. And then my throat just disappoints me. I'm like, right.
Nah.
Yay.
Damn it.
Sorry, throat says no.
My first time seeing my OC in her art in public. Ooh, nice. Well, I suppose we can, no worries, you can save it for the 5-year anniversary this November. The 5-year anniversary of Moana? That would line up perfectly, wouldn't it?
Has it really been 5 years?
The fact that it's been 5 years is throwing me, but yeah, I think, I
Oh
mean, it
my
would have to have
God.
come out in 2016. I think that's right, yeah.
Yeah, time flies.
Why are we so old?
Yeah, like when I was doing Tangled, I'm like, oh yeah, Tangled's like 10 years old now. What? But it still feels like a relatively new Disney film.
Relatively, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it is like new Disney. Like let's be fair. It's like you have
Yeah.
old Disney, and old Disney basically went out with the 90s. By the time they hit the 2000s, they were basically in modern, like today Disney. You know, like their whole.
But even so,
general
like
vibe.
Lilo and Stitch, I was doing a podcast on Lilo and Stitch, and I'm like, it's 20 years old.
It's 20 years old.
20 years. 20.
Oh god, no. That was my favorite thing as a child. It's still my favorite thing.
Right.
I have a Stitch keychain on my purse.
Well, I think that'll probably go ahead and be the end of it for us this evening. We've been like 3.5 hours here. Woo woo!
Oh, speaking of time flying,
Yeah. So,
and we're lonely.
we didn't do much in terms of the game, but we had some great conversations, and you know what? I got to explore some of the new levels and got to acclimate myself to the controls. So we'll probably come back to this game sometime soon. We'll probably do like solid 3-hour stream where we focus specifically on like the seal the deal, and then like one where we focus on the Nyakuza Metro, and then one where we basically try to do all the hard mode shit with the Snatcher. But anyway, until next we return that on Friday, I'll be back to animating that piece for the Treasure Planet reanimated collab. So that'll be some fun. DF, do you think you'd be able to join me for that, or you got stuff going on?
I think I told you I'm going to a funeral.
Ah, that's right. All right. Well, until next time, that's all right. I just thought, you know, it's an animation of a Disney movie, and I thought we'd be able to bring some fun Disney conversation in there. Next time, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
no joy this weekend. Sorry.
until next time, I want to thank you all for joining, and take care. Stay safe. Be kind in all that you do. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.